It is time. The final Whining with Omni of 2023. Let's see. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend so far? I still don't know if I'm gonna do a best of list or not yet. I just don't want to do anything this weekend, man. I really don't. I didn't, I worked every day Christmas weekend, and I'm just like, and just throughout the week as well, and up until now, and I'm just like, I really just don't want to do anything this weekend. I've got everything I need to for everything that I typically cover already set and ready to go. So if I want to, I don't have jack shit to do tomorrow or on Monday, except for I do need to watch the poll winner for the month. But that's fine. That's just, that'll be fine. Don't have to worry about editing it. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But like, good Lord, I just don't want to do anything Monday. That's all I want to do. Don't do anything Monday. What's up, everybody? What's up, Scott? What's your anticipation level for Echo? I'm glad we're going to see Daredevil and Kingpin in it. Good we'll have them again before Born Again. I mean, after seeing them talk about it very briefly and cryptically at GalaxyCon, I'm excited. And the trailers, obviously, with the tone, I'm excited. I like that they're going TVMA for it, which gives me even more hope because they said the tone would be the same for Daredevil Born Again. So anybody who was worried about it not being at least in the same maturation level as the Netflix series should rest easy, as long as they lock in the story and get that ironed out. But they seem pretty hopeful. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio and the team that they've put together from what they said at that little Q&A panel I was at. So I'm excited. You think Maya will get a comic accurate look by the end of the show? I mean, she doesn't have comic accurate powers, so I doubt she'll get like a suit by the end of it. I doubt she'll like have the whole comic spiel by the end of the series. I think it's just going to be more about her connecting with her roots, figuring out about this new iteration about her. Honestly, the thing about the powers that they've described so far, like honestly, her name, like the name of the show doesn't even, I don't know, it doesn't connect. Because the whole point of her name is to link it to the powers she had in the comic. So a little weird to have the name, but not the reason for the name. But well, that aside, I don't know. But I'm excited to see what they do with it. What's up, Dion? How you doing? Happy weekend. Kind of behind on What If Season 2. The episodes I've watched are 1 and 2. You are very behind. Dude, the finale was insane. And I like this season way more than I like the first, personally. What's up, Sean? You got a new profile picture this week. Invincible may maybe lose a lot of fights, but so does Kill Cannon. He's like evil Invincible. I mean, I guess you could make that connection. What's up, Caleb? Have I seen the Beautiful Boy movie? It's a sad movie. Never heard of it. Might have to look into it. Hear me out. It would be extremely expensive, but I would love a live action season of What If. Yeah, that would be pretty expensive. But it would also be very limiting. If you wanted to do something on the scale that we've seen, that would be a budget we have not seen before for a TV show. I would imagine at that scale. But I mean, I would love to see it, but I just don't think it'd be feasible. What's up, Summer? Happy New Year's Eve. It is. Can't believe 2024 is almost over. I think you mean 2023, but I appreciate the enthusiasm for the next year. What's up, Sean? Happy New Year's as well. No, it's crazy. I realized Daredevil started quipping a little bit around Defenders in Daredevil Season 3. A little bit. He got a little mouthy. He was getting a little confident. I like it a lot. What's up, Ren? Can't stay long on a plane that's about to take off. Just really want to say I enjoy your perspectives on TV and film. One of the best review and react channels on YouTube. Also, dope shirt, dude. Why, thank you. Also, you know, we talked about this in the Discord a little bit. Love your profile pic. Love the professor. Watcher pretty regularly, and then I caught you sneaking around a bionic pig when I was watching his Sea Beast video. But yeah, also equally love our little chats and all that kind of stuff. I hope you have a safe trip, and see you in the new year, I would imagine, or in the Discord, whichever comes first. What's up, Jim Jur? How you doing? Happy New Year. This latest episode of Monarch was crazy. Yes, it is, and I have to imagine, unless there's no way they won't touch on it, but like, I am excited to see what they do with this. I mean, we're heading into, I don't want to spoil anything because it's kind of, the whole ending is kind of, the setup is wild. It's not something I expected us to dabble into at all in this show, or at least this season. But it definitely does feel like they are connecting things to the new Empire, which I'm excited for. Or I would imagine it's probably setting it up. What's up, 3 Arc Unlock? What's the first thing you're gonna do once you upload into the open world of GTA 6? Probably, you know, get access to the free roam and immediately just start driving around. That's usually the first thing I do, is just kind of cruise and see the world, see what I have access to, what it looks like. Because one of the things I like open world games for is sometimes not even the gameplay itself, but like kind of being this weird virtual way of me experiencing new locations, if that makes any sense. Like, one of the things I really liked in Red Dead Redemption 2 was just trotting around with my horse through all these great little scenic routes that I don't have anything around like that around here. And like in GTA 5, which I got like a not even, I think like probably a 16th of the way into the story before I stopped playing. I just cruised, went to the beach, hung out, went to the mountains, the desert, and all that stuff. Just kind of drove around, and you know, I was just like cruising around through the city. Also, absolute mayhem. You know, get that 5-star wanted rating as quickly as possible. That's also one thing I love to do, is just see how fast I can get that 5-star. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited just because like Vice City has been my favorite city that we've had, and it's also the only game I've ever finished in that franchise, so we'll see what happens. Considering how Hollywood is failing in their movies, do you think they'll be forced to make changes? I mean, probably. A lot of these failed films are just their own doing. Marvel is a little, yeah, Marvel's kind of lost a little bit of the focus in a lot of ways, but when it comes to DC, this death of their universe that they publicly announced before it was actually over, I think made a huge impact for the fandom. You know, general audiences probably didn't pay attention or have any clue any of that was going on, but the people that really would have shown out in droves and talked this movie up probably didn't come out for the most part, from what I've seen. So there's a lot of interesting things going on. I also think there's a lot of transitions that we're in the middle of right now that just feel weird, and then you also have these controversies coming up over and over and over again that are fucking up these projects. So I don't know, man. It's just they need to skip one. Ren makes a very good point, you know, but like needs to get back to some lower budget films, man. Especially, dude, look what they just did with Godzilla -1 with that budget, which was less than 15 mil. The 15 mil was apparently inaccurate. It was less than that, and they made that movie look as good as it did. I don't know, man. Neon, you have a lot to look forward to. Yes, you do. What's up, Mitzi? It'll be sad some shows ended 2024. Umbrella Academy, Sweet Tooth, Stranger Things, all getting one last season. Yeah, and I'm all caught up on Umbrella Academy, all caught up on Stranger Things. And I'm excited to see what they do with those shows, man. I fell in love with those. I've still only seen the first episode of Sweet Tooth. I never watched anything beyond that, but hopefully it wasn't canceled. Did it get to run its story through? I liked the first episode. It just wasn't really my thing. Just got a new Echo Lego. Looked up the comic logo, and they don't look much alike. Well, there you go. Did they announce a release date for Cobra Kai Season 6? No! Not yet. Not yet. We have a date for the movie, but we don't have a date for Cobra Kai Season 6 yet. I imagine it better come out before the movie, otherwise some things are going to be really, really weird. Thank you. Changed my profile pic yesterday night. Wanted something new for the new year. Hell yeah. I need to... Dude, I haven't had short hair and a clean-shaven face in a minute. I need to update my profile pic eventually. I don't feel like I'm going to go back to that anytime soon, at least. What's up, Janine? Happy New Year. Been catching up on shows I missed whilst I was off. Glad you survived the season opener for Ted Lasso. Oh, I was not ready for that, and it was just bad timing. It could have been worse timing had I watched that episode the week that happened. I would probably have had to turn the camera off. I probably would have just not been able to go through with the reaction. Thankfully, you know, at least I had like 3 weeks between when she passed and then that episode. Oh, God. Anyway, thankfully that shower scene really was a pick-me-up right after that. But Doctor Who was brilliant. Loving Shooty's version so far. I gushed about his energy just from the photo shoots and stuff like that they've released for the promotionals, and just the little bit we got in The Giggle was great. But that whole episode with him was brilliant. I absolutely loved his energy, and I'm excited to see what they do. And that fucking old lady at the end. Can't stop thinking about it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Any time, Professor. That's what I'm going to just start calling you from now on. Let's see. I like the medieval What If episode. Me too. Me as well. It was really fun. What's up, Arrow? Hope you can chill on Monday. Maybe get into a Days Gone game I mentioned a few streams back. Finally finished, and the story and gameplay are super enjoyable, thrilling. Cheers. I think I'm just gonna do just fucking nothing, to be honest. But I don't know. I still need to finish Ragnarok. I don't know when or if that's gonna happen anytime soon. And I still need to play the DLC, which I already bought for Final Fantasy 16. I do know, at least my plan is, for the week of when Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth comes out, I might just take that week off. Because I need to play that game. So I am going to hammer that out. I don't want any distractions other than the stuff I have to do to keep up with the channel. But anyway, so is it true that the Batman sequel is supposed to be scary? I haven't heard anything about that. I mean, by all intents and purposes, the last one was technically, I mean, the Riddler stuff was very fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Demented in a way. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The villains that are rumored for it could definitely lean it that direction, but I don't know. I've been keeping out of that kind of stuff. Can we just like skip 2024? With the way that 20 to 23 being, I have little faith in the next year being good. I'm at a point where I might need a hard reboot. I mean, if you invent a way to do that, I'd be down for it. That ending was bananas. That ending was bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Yes, it was. What DC projects are you excited for in 2024? Also, the Batman Caped Crusader is coming out January 2024. Or June. Sorry, it's just JN. So I was like, it's either January or it's June. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad that that's still coming out. I'm looking forward to Dune Part 2 as well. I saw the trailer that I skipped reacting to because I just didn't want to react to it because I didn't want to see more of the movie. But when last time I went to the theater for Aquaman, they played it there, and you know, let's be honest, that trailer was bad fucking ass. It gave me chills. What is coming out that's DC next year? Joker 2? Is there anything else? I mean, I guess there, you know, like you said, there's Batman Caped Crusader, but is there anything else? Like, I would imagine the next season of Harley Quinn will probably be out next year. But, I don't know. Joker 2. If that still comes out next year. If you could time travel, what would be the first thing you would do? Go to the future a little bit, get some lottery numbers, come back and get rich as fuck, or go back in time and invest some damn stocks. I would just get some money. I don't know. That would be the first thing I would do, probably. Will Daredevil have a major role in Echo? I heard rumors that Jessica Jones and Punisher might show up in it. I heard they were going to be in Born Again. I didn't hear anything about them being in Echo. But I don't know. But Daredevil, a major role in Echo? Most indubitably. I would imagine so. Him and Echo have a strong connection, and especially with their combined relationship with Fisk, I imagine he will at least have a pivotal part into it. I don't expect him to be in every episode or anything like that, but I imagine he'll have an important role. Are we ever going to get a new Annabelle movie? Probably not. Well, let's not say that. Like an official one in the Conjuring universe, maybe. But either way, I mean, will we get something centered around that again? It makes money, so probably. Let's be honest, I guess. I didn't know Punisher was rumored. I only know Punisher has been talked about being in Born Again. I've not heard anything about him being in Echo. And I've been hearing Jessica Jones for both of them, but I think the most of those rumors come around her being involved in Born Again, which would make sense. She's a PI, he's a lawyer. They would cross paths pretty frequently. Am I doing anything for New Year's? Absolutely fuck all, except for watching the movie reaction poll winner over on Patreon. Which right now looks like we have pretty much an uncontested lead at the moment, but also less than half of the total patrons we have even cast a vote. So I'm going to post another reminder tomorrow, but yeah. A third of people have actually participated in the poll, which is everybody's busy, but it's just like, God, there's so many uncounted votes by that. People need to vote. Use your duty to vote. Rebel Moon has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 24. I still think it's too high. Hey, I don't have any interest in watching this version of it, so who knows? We'll see what the real version is. God, this still irritates me. I've been waiting for the Defenders to reunite. What is going on with Luke Cage? Absolutely nothing has ever been said about him as of late. I do think there was one rumor that came about, but I don't think there was anything really strong backing it. But yeah, I want that whole crew back, man. I'd be okay with Danny Rand taking a back seat. Bring in Colleen Wing, and that'd be fine. I heard the 90s movie, The Faculty, is getting a remake. That would be interesting. I like that movie. That's a fun one. It's where they use the Marvels to set up more for Kate Bishop when she's a street-level hero. I kind of get it. Well, the thing is, they set up two things. The Kamala Khan connection connected to the Kate Bishop thing, which is fine. I get that. Kamala's not really a cosmic or huge, like, planet-level kind of character going on. So it makes sense that she would that would be their connecting thread. Monica got the big connecting piece in that. So, like, everybody got a little bit of a something, I think. I missed the No Way Home hype. It was kind of wild. That was a fun time. Hollywood desperately needs to bring back. Yeah, I touched on that earlier. Every movie with a big budget blockbuster just isn't sustainable. Yeah, budgets in general are just insane right now. Messed up that comment. I think I figured it out though. Thought the movie The Creator was good, but I don't think it's getting a sequel. I don't think it did too well. I don't know what that movie, how that movie did, but. What's up, Elliot Jones? Hope everybody here is doing good. I'm doing good. I hope everybody else is. Love the ditto profile pic. Horror films are usually better on a smaller budget. Also, they're basically a guaranteed box office win. You know, they're not going to beat like the heavy hitters or anything like that, but they very rarely flop. They almost always make their money back, even if they're terrible. Never watched Sweet Tooth, but I absolutely love the graphic novel. See, I didn't know anything about it going into it, but I thought it was cute. Ocean's 11 only uploaded to YouTube today, but I had been on full length for a while. Watching now and could swear I've seen you react already. Because you probably did. Because that's how the poll stuff goes. Like the day the poll closes, you guys get the watch along. And I mean, it's in the explanation, but I know you use the spreadsheet, so it might be a little more confusing for the YouTubers. The people on the YouTube memberships, but yeah, that's how I've been doing it for months now. So yeah, the first of the month is when you get the poll winner. The end of the month, close to the end of the month, is when the actual highlights for it will come out. Are we getting a new Star Wars film? I mean, sometime, eventually, one of these days. Sweet Tooth 1 was great, 2 was okay, but a step down. Season 3 has finished filming. Nice. Same long-haired gang, rise up! Hell yeah. Profile looks like a young anime Omni. It was based on my younger appearances. Hell, I was still streaming on Twitch at that point. How are they going to remake The Faculty without Usher or Jon Stewart? Good point. They'd have to get their current avatars for today. Who is the Usher and Jon Stewart of today? I'd be afraid to ask that question, honestly. Ted Lasso is such a gut-wrenching show. Yes, it is. But at the same time, it's so fucking uplifting at the end of the day. Sorry, but the costs are because of the appalling wages for artists in Japan. That is also very true. They pay their VFX artists absolute piss. But that's the thing, though. They still, with so little resources, made that movie what it was. But they had an interview on Corridor Crew, which shed a little light on that. I think that film was in a unique situation because the director, who also wrote the film, was also a VFX artist. So he was able to plan all of that with the VFX team while shooting the movie. So he already had all of that in mind. What you see with -1 isn't really going to be a fair case for most films, but still, what they did with that is crazy. But again, yes, the pay that Japan gives its artists, and we're seeing a lot of in the animation studio that's going on right now. We've got some revolts going on, asking for fair wages and crunches to go away and all kinds of stuff. Like it's crazy. Again, what these people get put through, and it's not just here, man. Never watched Ted Lasso. Highly recommend it. Now, I thought I wouldn't like it because I'm not like a sports person, but I'm in love with the show. Have you seen the Clone Wars style Anakin v Obi-Wan yet? It's a really well done fan film. No, but I did bookmark it. So I might check it out whenever I have a chance. I might, if they are cool with reactions to it or whatever, I might do that. But I did see it. It popped up on my Twitter feed, so I'll see. If at the very least, I will watch it on my own time. But I did see it, and I can't wait to check it out. Even if you don't care about soccer or sports, Ted Lasso, I keep saying Tad. Ted Lasso is a masterpiece. I agree. I'm not even done with it, and I agree right now. Have you seen The Lovely Bones? If not, would you react to it? If it won a poll? They've gotten suggestions, but I have not seen it. I have not seen it. It sounds familiar, but I can't draw a connection to what it actually is. I know that title, but I don't know what it actually refers to. Fine by me. Salute. I just learned that 07 was Salute yesterday watching a Doug video. Hello, my friend. What's up, Eric? It's been a minute since I was able to make one of the lives. Happy to see you and hope your holiday was good. It was good. The grind didn't stop, but it wasn't too terrible. It was a lot of fun. Still made time for the family. Had some good food. And thankfully, work was not that bad this week. Thankfully. Most of the people who would have probably been opening tickets with us did not come into work, or probably were off, so that helped a lot. All things considered, it hasn't been too bad. And at least this weekend, the next 2 days, will be pretty light. And I might actually be able to do nothing on New Year's Day, which was what I was hoping to have done on Christmas, but it didn't work out that way. All right, I'll check it out. But right now, I'm watching Magnum P.I. Is there like a new one, or are you watching like the original with Tom Selleck? It was Tom Selleck, right? That was in the original Magnum P.I. Dude, that man and his mustache. When I was watching the Doctor Who Christmas special, I think Ncuti is so freaking charming. Then he started singing. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm a little in love with it. Yeah, when he started dancing and singing and got involved with the festivities, so to speak, I was like, God damn, this is new territory, and it's fun. He's just so warm, and I don't know. He's just got this wonder that. That's one of the things I like about the Doctor. He's really embodying that wonder. Like, everything's exciting. Anything that they don't know excites them to learn. It's just fun to watch. Has anyone watched the latest episode of Reacher Season 2? I have. Reactions on the channel. Yes, I've watched it. I'm up to date on The Reach Man. Also, Real Rejects shouted you out at the end of their Doctor Who reaction. I did see that. Greg, man, I think he's running out of things to say, but I appreciate the love. But I keep supporting those guys, man. They've been too good to the channel, and I know he's told me, he was like, dude, you do not have to pledge to us anymore. I was like, okay, I still am. So it is what it is. Well, that's sick. Props to the Rejects. Yeah, man, love those guys. Speaking of collabs, I guess, later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be over on Counts of Creators on Chainsaw's channel, doing a like end of year kind of round table kind of thing. So if anybody wants to come check that out, I'll be over there later tonight after this. I think we'll get Skeleton Crew, Mando Season 4, then the movie, then the Mandoverse will end. They can just tie Ahsoka into the film. Honestly, I don't see the Mandoverse ending anytime soon, to be honest, but we'll see. The Batman is somewhat scary. Riddler does some evil stuff, and that scene where Gordon and the Bats see poor people, they play that loud jump scare theme. Ooh, I'm right there with you. I think they definitely leaned into the whole Seven aesthetic, the noir element of it. It definitely leaned into that without going above and beyond the PG-13 of it all. It was still pretty crazy. It was mildly intense for one of those things, man. And thank you, Platinum Cluna, for the super chat. With Doom Patrol gone, where can we get our sex ghosts? Awesome villains like Mr. Nobody, Flex Metallo, and other R-rated ridiculous stories. I'm afraid we won't get another series like this. Honestly, that was one of the things that I was thinking about when the season finale was going on top of just the complexities of the character relationships and the characters themselves, their storylines and all of that. It's just all of that batshit insane stuff that you would only get in Doom Patrol. And the fact that we went like 3 seasons and there's still sex ghosts infesting that house. Like, there's just crazy stuff like that, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, like, what is it? What's that one coming out? Creature Commandos? Maybe that could be something close. Outside of that, I really don't know. There's not really a show like it. to match that energy. It sucks. You know, Peacemaker is a little bit in that vein, but it doesn't cross those lines, you know? So, like, there really has not been a show like it that's not animated or anything like that, you know? It's for live action stuff, and for me, that was actually Brendan Fraser's return to glory, you know, and from there, it just kept on rising. I'm really gonna miss that show, man. And I appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much. Also, Happy New Year. Let's see. Are they still working on that Batman Penguin show? Because I haven't seen any trailers for it. Yes. It is still in the works. I need to stop watching Doom trailers. I was watching the first Doom movie that came out 2 years ago. Never did finish it. Definitely at least finish it before the movie comes out. Godzilla and Kong is 2024, right? Or is it 2025? No, it's 2024. I think April? I think it comes out this coming April. Thoughts on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. so far? I fucking love it. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. It's honestly, the consistency and quality and the storytelling for a 22 episode season has been just mind-blowing. So, I'm loving it. What's up, Sketch? And there it is. Spoilers for my reaction to What If Season 2 finale. I use this line. I throw one of those out there, man. Let's see. What's up, Moon Queen? Just watched your Ocean's 11 reactions. I wonder if you've watched any Hulk Hogan films. How did that come up? I'm curious, just how did that come up? I have, damn, I know I've seen more than just the one I'm thinking of. Three Ninjas 3, right? He was in Three Ninjas, the third Three Ninjas movie. Or was it the second one? Where are you at? Three Ninjas film. God damn it, I just want the movies, not just this one. Yeah, it was 3. High Noon at Mega Mountain. That was it. Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind. Now, let me just take a quick scan through the filmography. I know there's others, and some might be because I've seen, like, in-depth reviews of films he's been in. Like, shit, what was that one where there was Christopher Lloyd and he gets frozen? I haven't seen it firsthand, but I've seen it secondhand. I've seen Thunder in Paradise. That actually might be it. Oh, that's television. I'm not looking at it. Duh, shit. I was looking at TV. I was like, I know there's more than this. Rocky 3. I forgot he was in Rocky 3. Mr. Nanny. That was one. Spy Hard. And yeah. Suburban Commando. That's the one with Christopher Lloyd. Mr. Nanny. That's the one I was trying to remember. I've seen Mr. Nanny. I have not seen Gremlins 2. And there's a couple of other on here that I haven't seen. But those are the main ones. Mad Max, Planet of the Apes, Madam Web 2024. Are those just movies you're looking forward to next year? Have we heard anything about the Punisher having his own show? Maybe like season 3? Nothing like that yet. The Netflix shows are not canon to the main MCU, right? I'm kind of confused on where they fit in. Big old, I don't fucking know. They've said both answers. They've said, Kevin Feige's been like, hey, and maybe it wasn't, but it will be thanks to the stuff that's going on in these incursions. And he's also said, well, like, they are, but there aren't. But then you have stuff from Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox who was like, it is. I don't know. I will believe that it is until they prove me wrong. because there's nothing that takes them out of the universe right now. What's up, Pink Sun Doll? Happy Saturday and Happy New Year tomorrow for you guys. Glad you can make it. Still hoping for About Time. Vote, people! You're back. I'm gonna go place my vote. Hell yeah. All right, my plane's heading down the runway. Gotta have a great rest of the stream and New Year's. Well, thank you, Professor. We'll see you in the next one. I know by now you are probably on your plane. When I watched The Gifted, or Marvel's Runaways, I never thought if it was connected to the MCU or not. Well, I'm most definitely sure that they were not, but I don't know. What do I know anymore? What did you think of the trailer for season 3 of What If? We don't have a trailer yet. There was a first look that was just a clip from an episode. It was a full clip from an episode, right? I started to watch it and was like, I'm not watching this. I don't like watching clips. Like if it's one continuous segment or an excerpt from an episode or something like that, or a movie, I just don't like watching those anymore. I'll watch a trailer, fine, but like I will hold off on watching stuff like that, because I was like, if it's just gonna play me a section of the episode, I'll just wait for the episode to come out. Unless, and I haven't seen anything about it, but I don't think a trailer has come out for it. Do you have a favorite What If episode so far, season 2 wise? Kahori and the 1602 episode were my favorites. It's probably... Let me look at them again real quick. Oh, I still have my season list right here. Damn, I don't know. It's probably between Hela finding the 10 rings and obviously and the finale. The finale is just kind of a cheap answer though, but I really like that 10 rings episode. What's up, Big D? How are you doing? Hey, I'm behind right now. You probably heard me answer this already. I haven't watched it yet, but I do have it saved so that I can watch it later. Make Colleen become Iron Fist. Best friends with Luke. Boom, problem solved. I mean, she has the Iron Fist right now. She has that power. So Twitter advised is just going to be called Avengers 5. For right now, that seems to be the case. What's up, Sheena? Happy New Year. Welcome. Hope you're feeling well. I'm a little late. How far behind was he? When you said that, it was only by like 10 minutes. But that gap has now become 15 minutes. 16 minutes, sorry. It is growing because I keep going on tangents. And I can't stop it thinking about that movie, Malignant. It was absolutely bonkers. I need to rewatch it. I need to rewatch it. What's up, Omni Bobbles? Just finished Blue Eye Samurai. Effing loved it. You gonna watch it? I'm going to eventually. I don't know when. You know, once the second season got announced, I'm like, okay, we'll check it out. So we'll see what happens. I just don't know when. You know, when the word of mouth on it was kicking up, and it was like, it would have been the most beneficial YouTube-wise to have picked up on it. I feel like I've definitely missed that wave by this point and don't want to twist and meddle this shit. But I do want to watch it, but I just got to figure out when will work. Do you prefer people join your Patreon or YouTube memberships? I would have to say Patreon, because it's like it's just easier to use. And more of what you pay actually goes to us, because YouTube takes a bigger cut of what your subscription charge is versus how much Patreon takes out. And the downside though is I like the badges. I like the stuff like that. I like seeing people, you know, be like, I like seeing it here. You know, there's like a thing. A chip on your shoulder you can kind of bring to the table on this side of the thing, and I wish there was a way to integrate that from Patreon, but also I don't know. I mean, it's easier to manage for me over there, to be honest, because like there's not an easy way to find things for YouTube members, I feel like, and I think they're starting to work on that and build more tools, because it started because when YouTube wanted to be a Twitch competitor, and they're slowly but surely getting there, and there's some new tools they just implemented for YouTube members it's kind of getting them closer to that. But I think Patreon's still just easier. Plus, like I said, it just kind of more goes to the creator you're supporting through Patreon than through YouTube. He's at least 10 minutes behind. Not too bad. I need to stop tangenting. Absolutely love your reactions to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Reacher. Have you seen the Punisher series, Marvel with Jon Bernthal? I think you might enjoy it. Absolutely adore the first season. The first season, the week it came out, I watched it, I think, 3 times that week because I loved it so much. Season 2 was a massive disappointment for me. I did not really... It wasn't bad, but like season 1 was so good, and season 2 was just such a step down in my eyes that I was so disappointed in it. But I love Jon Bernthal as the Punisher. It's the only iteration of the Punisher I like. Much like with Daredevil, Charlie Cox's Daredevil is the only version of that character I like. Most of the MCU characters, their iterations of them are the only versions of those characters I like. So it just kind of kept that trend up. But yeah, I hope he comes back, man. I really hope he does. How is it that we're almost done with this season of Monarch? Hopefully it isn't just one season. We'll see. I don't know how Apple gauges success. Obviously it's got to be on viewership or whatever, but Apple also likes to throw money away at times, so I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I hope we get more of it. I like what they've been doing with it. Season 1 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was peak. It's really fucking good. Ted Lasso is magical. And that comment about what DC projects are you excited about, there was supposed to be an in when I said also Batman. Okay, I got you. I think I got you. I might still be a little confused, but I still think I answered the question. Ted Lasso, the evil twin. Could you imagine an evil Ted? And he doesn't have the mustache. The reverse. It's always the mustached one is the evil one, right? But no, this time it's a clean-shaven Ted. That would be hilarious. And unkempt hair. Busy Braun did a reaction to it, so I don't think they mind. Yeah, I saw one of the people I talked to, or I've collabed with before, ask on that thread, and they probably responded. Most people who do fan edit stuff really appreciate this sort of stuff, but I just don't like, with all the shit that fucking Twitch is drummed up, I don't want to assume anymore. Like I have the green light from New Rockstars. I reached out to Eric after all that shit went up, because like, again, like people just kind of have done it, and it's kind of like this kind of unspoken rule or guideline on YouTube. As long as you add something to it and you're not just kind of throwing it up there, most people are just completely fine with it. But after all the Twitch shit, I'm like, I just want to triple, quadruple check, you know? And I got, Eric Voss said it was fine for me to do what I've been doing with that. Heavy Spoilers knows I do this stuff. I've talked to him. That's fine. So like those two guys, I know I'm okay with checking their stuff out. And then all of the Arrowverse fan creators, obviously they've watched the channel because there's very few Arrowverse channels while it was going on. So any of those I've always kind of checked out. But I'll see what the verdict is on that, and then see what happens and see if I have time. But I do want to see it. I do want to watch it. And that's why I haven't just immediately watched it yet. How do I suggest it? Just in the server? If you want it added to the poll, I mean, you're a member, so like I can just make a mental note of it. And is it on the list already? I don't know. I mean, you'd probably know, but I don't think it is. No, it's not. It is not on the current list. But again, this is why YouTube is hard to control this stuff. Because there's not an easy way to navigate everything, which is why I created like a whole spreadsheet format thing. But yeah, at the first of the month, I put up a post in the community tab for YouTube members where I ask everybody to just drop your movie suggestions. And if there's anything new that isn't already on the list, I add it to the list for the polls and stuff like that. I think I heard something about Jordan Peele movie got dropped from release. Huh? I didn't know he had a movie coming out. What's up, KN? Any resolutions for the new year? Play more and finish more games. I think that's the only one that comes to mind for me right now. That's the main thing I want to do. I have not had the time or drive to play as many games as I would want to play as of late. It sounds like it's about Ted with a lasso. That would be an interesting story. What do you think would take to convince Adam and Jay to watch the horror show Fall of House of Usher, considering they don't like horror and gore, but do like vengeance? Ooh, I don't know that vengeance is a core component of the story, more so than consequence. And I mean, you don't know that. And I think you're just trying to like spin it a little bit to appeal to Adam's obsession with vengeance. I don't know if their constitutions could handle it, to be honest. I'd love to watch them watch it, but I do not think I could convince them to do it. Definitely not Jay. I do not think Jay would stomach it. Tad is a movie about Indiana Jones parody. That would be funny. With the lasso instead of a whip. I'm going to miss Superman and Lois once it ends. Me too, man. Me too. Just watched your Ocean's 11 reaction. Loved it. Have you seen the limited series Kaleidoscope with Giancarlo Esposito? Another great heist series. No! I did hear a lot about it when it was going up, but I never saw a trailer or anything like that. I saw like the cast list, I think, but I haven't had a chance to check it out. I do kind of like stuff like that, but I haven't watched too many films in that vein, but I do love me some Giancarlo Esposito, man. Damn, I didn't get to meet him at GalaxyCon. I just didn't have the time. He was there, but I'm going to be hopefully going to the GalaxyCon in Richmond in March, and he'll be there. I think, what's her name? Fuck, why am I blanking on her name? Katie Sackhoff will also be there. Emily Swallow will be there. The guy that played Wolf, not Wolf. Fuck, what's his name? The dude, Mandalorian, who was originally with Axe Woves. Like, he's gonna be there, and God damn it, why am I struggling with names right now? It's right there. It is right there. Carl Weathers, I think, is also going to be there. Hell, I think Ian McDermott, if I remember right, Ian McDermott just got announced at being there. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, anyway, that was a tangent. Had nothing to do with your question, but I saw Giancarlo Esposito and just went off. Watched your Ocean's 11 reaction. Loved it. Wonder if you've seen any, I think this might be a double post. But yes, I have. I went on a whole listing of movies that I've seen. Now that DC Titans is over and done, how am I supposed to get my fix on Rachel? Well, I mean, if you mean that actress, then you might just have to find some other stuff that she's in. If you mean the character Raven, you'll probably just have to watch reruns of Teen Titans or fucking Titans. I don't know, because she's not anywhere else. Or, fuck, what was she? What was it? Wasn't she one of the people in one of the Injustice games? I don't remember. Also, The Batman has the movie in like 80% nighttime. It's super dark and red lights. Red lights! Sorry, every time I hear that shit, I just think of fucking 3C and his red light shtick on what 2 does. I'm excited for 2. AE Bleep Tube? Bleep Tube? Came across your channel recently. Love how genuine your reactions are to certain scenes. Following you with your Reacher and Ted Lasso journey. Well, thank you. Well, welcome to the channel. I assume at this point, too, I don't recognize the name, so I'm assuming you probably haven't been to too many of these as well. I try to do these every Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. That's usually when I start, for about 2 hours. Sometimes we go over, but sometimes I have a hard stop. Sometimes I don't, and we just kind of go until the chat dies. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're enjoying the reactions. I try to be as vulnerable as possible, no matter what we're watching, whether it's badass vengeance stories like Reacher, or just real emotionally just charged stuff like Ted Lasso, man. Gotta love it. Welcome, welcome. Really Up 2024 is the best year ever. I mean, what would be the best year ever? What would be the qualifications for that? Doom Patrol has secret sauce no one has. That is very true. What if season 1 or season 2 you ranks? That might have been when you deleted. I think I saw Bailey delete a comment, but yeah, that was it. That was the comment. I think because I answered that question because of the delay. So yeah, I think season 2 is better than season 1. Hulk Hogan is in Gremlins too. Yes, I found that out. Just popped into my head randomly. Sorry, it's all good. All good. Yeah, there it is. There's the reconstruction of it. Glad you're loving Reacher. Absolutely adore it, man. I heard they were supposed to do a live-action Death Stranding movie. I heard something about that, but I didn't know he was involved. But he is involved in a new video game. He's involved in a Hideo Kojima video game that's coming out. I don't know if he's involved in the Death Stranding film, though. What was your most disappointing movie and TV show of this year? Okay, so I did make a top 10 list and included everything that I've watched for both shows and movies. I just don't know if I'm going to have the time or energy to make a video about it yet. But let's do movies. Most disappointing movie that I saw. So that's a worst movie, and disappointing is also 2 very different questions. So let's say the most disappointing movie I saw was probably probably, now it's not the worst. This is the thing. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. There was so much promise there. You know? Okay, I'm sorry, I looked at the list again. Digimon Adventure 2. Most disappointing movie I saw. After the last Digimon movie that came out, this one was such a step back, and honestly was not a waste of time, but like, yeah. But traditional movies, it would probably be Ant-Man, and I don't think it's the worst one on my list. I think that goes to The Red Door, which I was also extremely disappointed in. But there was just so much potential in Quantumania that they just didn't pick up. So I'd go with that. Flash, I'm not saying Flash purely because I knew that was going to be I was hoping it would be good, but I felt like it was going to be trash by the end of it all. And it wasn't trash. That's just being hyperbole. I apologize for being a negative Nancy like that, but it isn't like that. TV shows. Disappointing. Honestly, I can't say. Probably Secret. I don't know. Not Secret Invasion. The Flash. The Flash season 9. I mean, it had two of the best episodes of the entire series. But everything else was so meh. So meh. So goddamn meh. Anyway, before I go into too many longer tangents, we'll move on from that one. Mr. Nanny is my favorite one. Muppets in Space. Mullets in Space, though. I don't know if I've seen that or not. The Flash was this year. Yes, it was. Have I seen the movie Cube? No, but I've seen a very in-depth review of it. I have not watched the movie myself. What's up, Legend? What's up, O'Reilly? Romeo and Juliet. Have not seen that. I'd watch Mullets in Space. Dude, just rednecks in space. That's what that makes me think of. Thoughts on Cobra Kai Season 6 being longer and having still only 10 episodes? Oh, like longer form episodes, but still having 10? As long as we're not adding shit we don't need to add. Because I think the series has had a nice pace to it all. So, I mean, as long as it's time they need, and they're not just trying to make it longer, here, I mean, do what you gotta do, man. I'm all for it. Here's the Coke. Well, thank you. Yeah, I am ready for it to kind of just be over. If you could remake any movie and keep one actor and the rest be Muppets, what would it be? My mind immediately went to two movies. Alien, where everybody's puppets, but the one actor is the alien. Reverse that, Predator. All the actors, all the military people are puppets, except for the Predator. Would be fucking hilarious to me. Karate Kid movie better not affect season 6 of Cobra Kai. If it does, we will cry. I will be so pissed. But I've ranted about that enough. Going to see Iron Claw on Tuesday, finally. See, that's another reason I've been holding off on making my list and all that kind of stuff, because I'm curious. I don't know if I'm going to have time to see it, but I really want to see Iron Claw. Amazon posted, waiting for Invincible, be like, and the comments were very angry. More angry than Amber. I mean, I understand it, man. It is kind of shitty. The release method they went with. They should have just waited till the whole thing was done. On Reacher Season 2, I really hope Swan isn't the villain. I don't think it is. It's insane to me. They're now all of a sudden blaming Matthew Perry's death on drugs. Oh, it smells fishy. Hollywood and the government are full of crap. Well, it's not like specifically like, no, it's something he was on for his depression, but it seemed like my understanding of it was that maybe it was helping, but he was getting more of it not from his doctor, if that makes sense. That's the story that is floating around, and I don't know. The story was already weird without the implications of self-exit, which is where my mind immediately went. Otherwise, you very well could have been a relapse, because that's been his struggle for decades, you know? So, like, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, all we'll ever get is what information comes out from the posts from the police. So, aside from that, we'll figure it out. Or we won't. Or Shadow Hunters. What was that in reference to? Where was your last comment? I didn't see anything other than that. Mr. Nan. Oh, was that a Hulk Hogan? Was that to tack on to the Hulk Hogan combo? Is that one of them? I don't see that on here. I don't know. I don't know what that was about. I apologize. I'm not sure what that was in a reference to. Classic Michael tangents. They make these streams what they are. That is very true. That is very true. What did you think of Cordax in Lost Kingdom? He's alright. He's alright. He's fine. He made me, him and his whole army and the whole aesthetic of that kingdom is what made me be like, I would really like a Destiny movie right now, because as much as it was inspired by Lord of the Rings, dude, that was the hivest looking shit I've seen in my life that wasn't playing a Destiny game. And I'm just like, God, I just want to see the Hive in live action, and I want to see some Guardians kicking some ass in live action. Let's do that. That'd be fun. Am I going to do a reaction to Happy Death Day sequel? Eventually. I do plan on it eventually. There are more tangents with Omni than whining. That is very true. Red Dreaded Nation up in this bitch. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's coming over from Akasan. Respect. Man, I haven't talked to him in a hot minute, man. I know I did a flash stream with him, and that feels like forever ago at this point. Any predictions for the rest of Chucky Season 3? Nothing new, nothing more than when you asked me the last time. I hope there's a Chucky Season 4. My predictions, there will be a Chucky Season 4. Waiting on news on that 90s show. We've heard literally nothing. Scared it could get canceled. I doubt it will. I doubt it'll get canceled. What Disney and Nickelodeon shows would you like to see get a reboot? Well, Disney. This reboot was announced like 4 years ago now, and I haven't heard jack shit except one itty bitty little mention from the guy that's producing it, good old Sethy Rogi, talking about his Darkwing Duck reboot. It's been 4 years. Where's our Darkwing Duck reboot? I want it. I need it. Oh no, it's gone. The dice is gone. I need it. I want it so bad, especially since it's in the vein of like what they did with DuckTales, which was, let's be honest, and this might be a hot take, vastly superior to the original series. Don't shoot me. But God, I absolutely love that. I want and have been wanting a Darkwing Duck reboot for God knows how long. Second on that would be Gargoyles. Where are we at in life right now where we're not getting more Gargoyles content? What is going on? Disney will rehash next to everything, but like the shit that really matters, they're like, yeah. What's that? Yeah, you know, fuck it. Yeah. Anyway, Nickelodeon. I don't even fucking know. I don't know if anything really needed. I don't know that anything needs a reboot, Nickelodeon-wise. A lot of them still very much so hold up. Like, I immediately go to like, no, I wouldn't even want a reboot of that. I'd want continuations of things, like a revival, more than I would want like a reboot of some of the Nickelodeon shows. You know, like picking up with Hey Arnold in college or something, or picking up with him as an adult would be interesting. See the cul-de-sac with them as the adults and New Kids in the Block, kind of a That 90s Show riff on all of that would be fun. Or the Wild Thornberrys. I mean, my favorite show, like I was a Rugrat kid forever. If we're talking purely Nick Jr. shows, or not Nick Jr. shows, Nickelodeon, like Nicktoons, barring Avatar, because that's the best thing that Nickelodeon has ever made. Ever. I'll fight you. That's the best thing they have ever made, is Avatar: The Last Airbender. But if we're talking traditional Nicktoons, I would probably go with like, I would want to go with Angry Beavers, but it would probably be CG, it would be probably computer generated, it would probably look like ass, and I don't know if it'd feel half as good. That and Invader Zim were my favorite Nicktoons growing up, aside from Rugrats. Rugrats was kind of a different thing, but yeah. Anyway. Not like Rugrats All Grown Up. I do like Rugrats All Grown Up, but similar to that. Oh, I guess you're talking about like in reference to like the Hey Arnold suggestion. So yeah, yes, kind of like that, but push that beyond high school. I don't want to see high school stuff. I'm on your Patreon. I was wondering if it's easier to just join YouTube memberships, but I will keep Patreon. There's caveats to both. There are very much so caveats to both. Like, if I could manage everything from one space on YouTube, that would be ideal, but it's not at that place yet. Maybe it will eventually. Friends got hate for no reason. There are things to criticize about Friends, I'm sure, in hindsight, but a lot of things that people trash it for, they've never watched it, and they're making shit up. They're just making shit up. Daredevil Season 3 was peak. Yes. Daredevil is just peak. Also, yes. Just tried Lemonade and Sprite together. It's really good. I'd imagine that would actually be pretty tasty. Most overrated and underrated TV shows. Underrated, Doom Patrol. Fight me, Doom Patrol. Overrated. What would be overrated that I've watched? I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought going into Stranger Things for the first time, years after the wave was missed and had taken off. I mean, not that it's taken off. You know, the wave still exists. But, like, I came into it so late. I wholly expected it to be overrated. Or overhyped. Maybe the better word. And I didn't feel that way. I felt like it was underhyped by the end of it all. Holy shit, was I surprised with how much, despite how much I was getting that show yelled in my ear for years, that it managed to live up to everything. Damn, dude, I don't know. I can't think of an overrated show. Because if I haven't finished it or I haven't watched it, I'm not gonna know about it. So I don't know. It's hard to answer on that one. Oh shit, no, fuck off. No, you mentioning Wizards of Waverly Place, Saved by the Bell triggered a thought. Seinfeld. It's fine. I've watched a lot of it. I've watched a lot of Seinfeld. I don't understand at all how that show is supposedly as culturally impactful as it is. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. Maybe I need to rewatch it now as like a 35-year-old. I don't know. But I don't get it. Like, I like Cheers. I liked all that shit back in the day, but Seinfeld, I just could not get. People seem to dislike a lot of things. I see a lot of videos on YouTube titled "Everything Wrong with Certain Shows." Hey, it's because that shit gets clicks. If you like it, you'll click on it to be like, well, what the fuck are they complaining about? If you don't like it, you're like, hell yeah, people, are they going to say the same shit I said? People just, negativity sells, man. People are just making money off of that stuff. Because you're going to get both sides coming onto your video half the time until you finally resist that urge to look at it anymore. Is pineapple good on pizza? I have still never tried it. Is pineapple good on anything? Now that's the real question. First day of 2024 going to be interesting with the flight logs finally being 100% proven and shown. Huh? I don't know what that was about. Pineapple is great on pizza, as in a full English breakfast on a pizza. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles. Pancakes will never touch waffles. For me. If the last 2 episodes of Monarch don't give us Hollow Earth to the max, and that Dr. Keiko is alive and well, I feel like Keiko being alive might be a little bit of a stretch. Be super cool. I'd like that. It'd be fun. But that might be a little bit of a stretch for me. But we should definitely 100% be in the Hollow Earth these last 2 episodes. At least spend some time in the next episode and then the entire finale in that shit. Oreo cookies and milk good with each other. Well, I can't eat sweets without milk, so yes. I'm going to lose it. Oh my god, but just think, Fifth Element, but keep Mila? How do you even say her name? But everything else is a Muppet. I've seen that movie once. I was like, when did that movie even come out? I don't know. I was young. I did not like it. All I remember is the ending scene with the elements. And I remember laughing my ass out of it because I thought it was ridiculous. And that might be a sin. Might be completely different if I watch it today. But I know young me thought that movie was dumb as hell. Mila. See, I thought it was something like that. I couldn't remember. Muppet Summer, more like Mullet Summer. What's up, Christina? Just got back from the store. Inflation got me staring at the receipt for the whole 10 minutes of full depression. Dude, no joke. Oh my god. Why is Cheetos hot popcorn such a hot item? It's hard out there for... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Happy holidays. Have you seen Slow Horses on Apple TV? Gary Oldman's great in it. I've never heard of that in my life, so that's a no. As far as Apple TV goes, I've watched Severance now. I'm watching Ted Lasso, and I'm watching Monarch. That is the only things on there that I have touched. Aside from, I initially signed up for, because one of their movies won a poll, and it was for the greatest beer run ever with Zac Efron and Russell Crowe. Great movie, by the way. But as far as shows goes, this is the only 3 I've dabbled in any at all. Any new news for The Last of Us Season 2, other than the casting of Abby? No, not yet. That I've seen, at least. What's more creepy, the Easter Bunny or Santa? I mean, if I had to pick, probably the damn bunny. I don't know. I just don't trust that rabbit, man. I'd say Krampus is creepy. Krampus is meant to be creepy. What if the Muppets had mullets? Hope Cobra Kai Season 6 isn't disappointing. I really hope that, but I trust these guys so much with this franchise, man. Santa is creepy. He breaks into the house. I was going to say that, but I don't know. Nah, gonks are creepy. Gonks are creepy? I love gonks. Gonk. Gonk. Mullets. You need to let that thing die. Or you could read Homo Deus. Yuval Noah Harari. I'm trying to incept everybody on the idea. I don't know what the hell I just said, but I will, maybe I'll look into it. So Barrett, thanks for your Star Wars knowledge. You help newbies like me. I try. I still don't know a lot. Like, I'm nowhere near Kyle Katarn. I'm nowhere near Eric from Blind Wave. I am well above casual, I will say. But there's a lot I don't know. But I know more than the average schlub. So I try my best. I try my best. I don't know what I would do if I met... You said this exact same thing last week, Dion. Jesus. Calm down. Just because I haven't watched Clone Wars yet. What? I added the yet because you will watch Clone Wars. Barrett, watch Clone Wars. It's worth it. It might be hard initially, but like once it finds its footing, it is so good. It is so damn good. Those Tad movies are real. You think Jay will end up with Leia, and do you think Nikki will stay with Nate in that 90s show? I don't. I do imagine Jay will. I don't remember who's now. Jay was. Oh, god damn it. Okay, yeah. Okay, it is what I thought. Okay. No, I think she will probably end up with Nate. I just needed to make sure I got the names right. You could ask Emily Swallows, except you'll be kicked out. But you know she's heard the joke a million times. You know, I don't know if that's her birth name or her maiden name, or if that's like her married name. Either way, if it was her birth name, high school had to have been a fucking nightmare. I have an ex and a friend, like their whole last name was just Dick, not Richard, Dick. So like, I know they got shit for that stuff. Miss Wallace could do anything to me, and I would say sorry. Jesus, Neon, you are so down bad, man. Favorite Michael Jackson song? Black and White, probably. Or is it Black and White or Black or White? I forget. Well, probably that, because the riff is just so good. And I just love, I don't know, I love that song. It's just, also, it's just the first one my brain went to. I was, like, so into MJ when I was growing up. You know, so, like, I don't know. I think, like, over time, it definitely became that. You know, like, some of the newer stuff that was coming out around the time I was growing up, I really was into. But for the most part, I think nowadays it just all comes back to that. That's probably my favorite Michael Jackson song. Has South Park or Family Guy ever made you shake your head? Family Guy has made me shake my head a lot. South Park, not as much. I enjoy South Park way more than I enjoy Family Guy, though. Your hair been looking on point. 2024 is going to be better than 2023, as it means I can get a raise for these high-ass bills. Hell yeah, let's go get that raise. And thank you. Thank you for the compliment on the hair. I've been trying to take care of it a little bit better. I've not been doing that very good at that. Bruh, every time I see Dixon on Reacher Season 2, I'm sitting here like thinking like, I wonder if she likes me. Oh, Dion, man. Hey, I can't blame you, man. They're all fine as fuck, so, like, it is what it is. Adam Sandler, underrated in my opinion. I think, you know, growing up, he was, like, the shit when it came to comedy, you know? I think it's just, like, when, like Nick Cage, you know, he just kind of, like, started, you know, had these duds, and then it just trended the other way, and I don't know. I would agree. Especially considering I know he can do drama. I still haven't seen it. I still haven't seen Uncut Gems, but I've heard nothing but great things about his performance in that. Not asked at all. Who is it? Huh? I'm so confused. What happened now? Maybe she does. When the MCU brings in mutants to the storyline, do you think they'll use mostly really obscure ones or create ones just for the screen, like Negasonic? I could have swore Negasonic was in the comics. I'm pretty sure she was. I could be completely wrong. You know, again, Marvel is not my biggest thing, but like, I mean, hell, they retconned, not retconned because this is their version. They made Kamala a mutant. She's technically our first officially declared mutant in 616. I still hate calling it that, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to let you go. Anyway, best year, student loan forgiveness, more Star Wars, more Reacher. I would like some student loan forgiveness. That would be awesome. I'm going to be paying mine till the end of my days without that. But yeah, that's, yeah. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. I have no idea, Sean. Anyway, you and your porn dogging, man. Creed 3 was disappointing. Yeah, it was disappointing. It just wasn't as disappointing, I don't think. Never let them say no if there's not a no, it's a go. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. Yeah, excuse me? Yeah. Flash TV show lasted too long. I kind of agree. Did anyone see the new Monk movie? There's a Monk movie? Well, I haven't. The Flash was this year. Both the movie and the final season of the show were this year. Am I enjoying One Piece? I'm having a blast with One Piece. I feel like there's too many hot actresses. Well, that's how a lot of them become actresses. Which movie are you excited for the most in 2024? Every time I'm asked this question or something about what is coming out, I always completely fail to remember what is even planned on coming out. Let's do this. I'm just looking at most anticipated movies of 2024. I'm sure that'll ring a bell. Oh, all right, duh. Anything else? Oh, yeah. What? Is that actually going to be coming out next year? It says Bad Boys 4 is still coming out next year. I'm still mad that they did Bad Boys 4 Life for the third movie. God damn it, what is wrong with them? Why'd they do that? I'm looking forward to that. I'm really excited for it. Supposedly Twisters comes out next year. Supposedly that Borderlands movie with Jack Black's coming out next year. I'm probably going to go with, it's probably Deadpool 3. It's either Deadpool 3 or Godzilla X Kong right now. Right now. That could change. That could change. I mean, Dion. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm moving past all that shit. Have I watched One Piece in English dub? I've watched both. I've watched the first episode in both when I was trying to decide which one I was going to do, and then I settled on the sub. The dub was actually better than I thought it was going to be, but I enjoyed the sub more, so that's what I went with. What kind is that? Fuck if I know. It's just from some local place. Like, it's made from a local winery, like, in the state. So, like, but I don't know the specific kind. It's like blackberry. That's all I know. What's up? Have you watched For All Mankind? I have not. Not yet. Which alien was the best and worst alien? Did you know Claude Van Damme was supposed to play the Predator, but he didn't understand CGI, so he refused to get in the suit. That sounds like Van Damme. That really does sound like a Van Damme thing. I did not know that fun fact, actually. But worst alien, I mean, it's well, okay. It's Resurrection. I was going to say it's 3, but that's such a sloppy movie, but it's still better than Resurrection in my book. Resurrection. I remember seeing that shit in theaters, man. I was like, what the fuck is going on here at the end? But the best, now that's a hard question. That's a hard question. I would, god damn it. I'm gonna go with 1, only because 2's ending, 3 just fucks it right, just ruins it all. God damn it. Stupid 3. Anyway. Have I watched Zack Snyder's? I'm skipping some comments because some people are just kind of going back and forth about some weird shit. I'm not getting involved in it. Have you watched Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon? Not yet, no. I'm not going to watch it until the real movie actually comes out. I'm going to wait for the real movie. Goodbye, everyone. Happy New Year. Take it easy, Dion. Thank you for stopping in, and hope you can just relax tonight, man. Wouldn't be surprised if drugs weren't involved. He himself admitted to dealing with a problem. See, that's another thing that I considered as well, too. You know, people backslide, man. It happens. Finding out MJ was literally putting himself to sleep with that. He was doing so long. It's a miracle he didn't die sooner. I didn't hear about that bit. That shit's scary, man. Like, in Hollywood, you can get access to damn near fucking anything. And if you're just like, oh, the doctor said it was all right this one time, and then you're like, but I can get that anytime I want from some unofficial source, people find their way to get what they get. It's just so insane. What superstitions do you have for New Year's? Black-eyed peas and cabbage? No washing laundry or sweeping on January 1st? I don't have fucking anything. I didn't even know that there were any. I mean, I probably did at one point maybe, but I don't have any. So none of the above. We're all in this together in High School Musical style. I can't see those words together and not think about that. Speaking of, Cinema Snob just did a full Cinema Snob review of the High School Musical film trilogy. Fun fact, I saw the third film 3 times in theaters. I'm a real one. We're all in this together. Definitely won't be cleaning on New Year's Day. I'll still be under my little sick blanket. I'm going to be doing as little as I possibly can. And that was TV shows. I think you should watch on the BBC. Merlin, Robin Hood, Primeval, Once Upon a Time, and Shadowhunters. Oh, okay. I've heard good things about Merlin. Haven't heard anything about Robin Hood. Primeval sounds familiar. Once Upon a Time and Shadowhunters. Shadowhunters. Okay. The Cat McNamara's in that, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Prefer tangents to whining. Man, I'm like 30 minutes behind now. Well, 26 minutes. Tangents are more fun. What's the point of penis breath rejoining Cobra Kai? To be a mole. I don't know. I don't know. For a joke. Where's Darkwing Duck and Tron 3? We have news on Tron 3. That's coming. I want a Gargoyles reboot. Like Air at this point. Yeah. I'm a fan of Avatar The Last Airbender since you're wearing the shirt. Yes, I am, because it's one of my top 10 favorite shows of all time. So yes, I am. Sorry if we asked you the same question about Chucky. I kind of forgot. It's alright, man. Sometimes shit just blends together. Rocco's Modern Life for Nickelodeon. Ooh, I do love Rocco. There was that revival mini movie that came out a couple of years ago, I think on Netflix. I remember watching that. And there was also the Invader Zim follow-up movie that I watched, Into the Porpoise or whatever it was. Fun little revamps. Thought a Gargoyles is getting a remake or reboot. I heard rumor floating around that a live-action movie might be getting made. Gummy Bears reboot, please. That's not like the Silly Valley Rainbow Bright. Hey Arnold, where every kid is addicted to their phone, at least 2 of them want to become streamers as a job. Let's not get too real. Let's at least inject some whimsy into it. Mr. Feeney, most respected character in history? He was never really in the wrong with his lessons. He's definitely up there. That's for sure. Mr. Feeney for the win. For the win, man. Like All Grown Up. All Grown Up had a weird run, man. I still enjoyed it. I go on them all the time. Why don't people say excuse me anymore? They stand and look at you waiting for you to get the hint, move instead of using their facial garbage disposals. Did I miss a comment? I don't know what the hell. Oh, tangents. I think. Right? Yes. Maybe? I don't know. Revival of Ned's Declassified would be awesome. Especially with all the context added by the podcast that they all have. Let's have that happen. I wish I was born in a time where people said, "Excuse me." I still say it all the time. No CGI beavers. Agreed. Loved Rugrats and Doug. Oh, I love Nickelodeon Doug. Disney Doug can go die. We couldn't watch Avatar because my mom thought all magic was from the devil. Weird heifer. Yeah, I had some family members like that too. That sucks. Avatar's gold. I hope you got to watch it since then, because it is a masterpiece. Which is why I'm very cautiously optimistic about this live action series coming out. Beavers. Practical real beavers. Hell yeah, let's do everything practically. Yeah, okay, that's what inspired me to talk about it before. Zack and Cody, underrated. I've seen like an episode or two. I've never really watched a lot of it. I never watched a lot. Honestly, I don't know that I ever actively, other than That's So Raven, I don't think I watched any live action Disney stuff. Disney Channel in general, aside from the movies, some of the Disney Channel movies, I was never really a Disney Channel kind of guy at the end of the day. Past the glory days in the early 90s, you know, with Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, the original DuckTales, Goof Troop, Bonkers. You know, those were all great. The Aladdin animated series, I loved all that. Kim Possible was probably like when I started to just tap out. I loved it. I loved Kim Possible. It was great. Watched it all the way through. But I kind of tapped on Disney. Like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon were where I was at most of the time. Some Noober, how's it feel that What If is one of the better projects the MCU has done recently? It is interesting, considering that I thought What If Season 1 was pretty meh as fuck. As a whole, I wasn't excited for What If Season 2, to be honest, and it was fun. It was a great watch. Rick and Morty is funny but overrated. I would agree with, okay, yeah, Rick and Morty I would say overrated for sure. Seinfeld and Frasier for me. Don't get it twisted. Or don't get it. Gotcha. I'm right there with you. Frasier, I don't know that I've ever actually watched it. Negativity bias is far more attractive to the human species until anything. I don't know what you're trying to say there. I was going to say unlike, I guess, is the word you meant to say, Christina. Didn't like Succession. In my opinion, the show's overrated. I've still never seen it, so I don't know. I just click the dots and say don't recommend channels. That's definitely what I've been doing. Friends looks like a boring version of Friends. They're really not even like, the format's not even like comparable. So like I don't know. I'll switch off predictive words on my iPhone. That's a good question. I don't know. I know you should be able to, but I don't know. My school talks about Rick and Morty a little too much. The fan base totally destroyed my interest in that show. They are totally saying she's alive, Dr. Keiko. She went down there and is now mother of all the bugs. I am Keiko, mother of bugs. Destroyer of worlds, melting and builder of bridges. No, Fifth Element is dumb as hell. That's why it's so much fun. Okay, so maybe I just didn't understand that as a kid. Maybe I was trying to take it too seriously, because I chuckled my ass off at the kind of cheesy ending at the time. And that's just as I remember it. Context now, if I rewatch it, could be completely different. Call me crazy, but I think the Beatles are overrated as hell. I mean, I'll be honest, other than a couple of tunes, I don't think I've listened to that much Beatles, so I can't really throw my take into the hat for that one. But I do think Queen is overrated. Dodging the hate. Don't tell me, Mom. Don't tell my mama, Riley. I don't know. The Beatles wouldn't play a concert if it was segregated. So for that alone, I like them. Though never listened to a song that they did. Other than like the radio or having their songs used in music or in movies, I've never like hit play on a Beatles song. But that, massive respect. Huge respect right there. Culturally, lots of respect for the Beatles. You really need to watch For All Mankind. It's been suggested, and it is on our list for the future poll whenever the next one goes up. Or if randomly I just get the itch to start it. Happy Christmas and holidays, everyone. Welcome, Tharuka, and right back at you. Thank you. Fifth Element was stupidly fun. It's like Dread, the newer version. It's a cult classic. Now, again, a similar thing. The Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd, man. So iconic. I've still never actually watched it firsthand. It's another one of those situations where I just watched the old movie YouTubers of the day just tearing down movies or tearing into movies or just like thoroughly going through them beat by beat. That's one of those movies that got riffed on by a lot of people, and I feel like I've seen it, but I've never actually sat down and seen it myself. What? Bunny good, Santa creepy. I don't know why I read it that way. What would you change from Cobra Kai Season 5? I don't remember. Kreese not breaking out of prison. I think that was dumb as hell. Because literally, he just had to stay there the next morning and he wouldn't be a fugitive. That's the only thing I would probably change. He was going to get out regardless. I feel like Krampus should have been made with a shotgun with the trailer, so going, it's that time of the month, beware. I've discovered free in-flight Wi-Fi. You are now unstoppable, Professor. How long did it take you to monetize your YouTube channel? I started a YouTube channel about 3 months ago. It has 600 subs and with about 500K views, and it's still not monetized. Well, I can't remember what the view count you need. You have to have at least, I don't remember what it was for the partnership program. I got whatever the the viewership count because I did gaming content. Which qualifies you for a lower threshold, because if you do anything other than that, if you don't have gaming content, has a lower threshold to get monetized than anything else. So like, thankfully, I think I got at like 1K or something like that, or I can't remember. I think it was 1,000. I don't remember. It's been a while. I think it took me about a year or two. I think, but I don't remember exactly. Dread, the one with Carl Urban. What's your favorite Muppets movie? I don't know if I've seen a bunch of them. I've seen some, but I'd probably have to go with, and it's not, does it qualify Christmas Carol? Their spin on the Muppet Christmas Carol story? Mullets Never Die. I'd probably go with that, if that was the case. Yes, the Carl Urban version is the best version. I've heard great things about it. I need to watch it one of these days. What are your top 5 TV shows of this year? I'll give you guys a little preview, I guess. So right now, as I have the rankings, Fall of the House of Usher is my favorite so far of the year. Followed by Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, The Last of Us, The Legend of Vox Machina Season 2, and My Adventures with Superman are my top 5. At the moment. That could change by the time I make the video, if I make the video. Enjoying your reactions to Doctor Who and Reacher. Well, thank you, Merlin's Cat. I'm glad you have the ability to type. Welcome to the channel. Mew Mew, motherfucker. Merlin's Cat, I love that name. I have 2 cats myself. I'll have to formally introduce you guys to the new cat eventually. Clone Wars is awesome. Did you see the exclusive clip from What If Season 3? I didn't expect a clip from it so soon. I don't like to watch clips. So I started it. I was like, when I realized it wasn't a trailer, I clicked off of it. Seasons 3 through 7 are all peak Star Wars. Agreed. Will Jay end up with Nikki then? I don't know. they might not necessarily end up with somebody in the group. What if season 2 is surprisingly good and it was consistent, more consistent than season 1? Agreed. Yikes! I worked with a guy called Richard Edward, and he was like, he was a dickhead. Oh my god, that is hilarious. There's so many things you could do that. He was a dickhead, which could be abbreviated dickhead, or dick education, or if you want to read it all as one word, it can be dicked. There's a lot of malleability with that. Emily must hear that's a tough pill to swallow a lot. I would imagine so. I'm behind in Monarch show so far. Just finished episode 6. How are we enjoying it so far? It's definitely ramped up. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Especially with the way this last episode ended, for sure. Saw Michael Jackson live in 1987 in Wembley. Hell yeah. I would imagine that's awesome. Oh, Dirty Diana is also very iconic. That's the question, isn't it? Are those babies of his black or white? Still love his songs, but still can never come to kiddie parks. She's near my kid or in kiddie. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, I got what you're saying. I was like, I thought you were saying the people that like his songs, right? Black or white is a bop. They don't really care about us slaps. That's a good one too. Uncut Gems really changed my mind on Sandler's acting chops. That's what I've heard. You know, I think he's done some great work even in his past films. Like, even some of his comedy stuff, he's done some good drama. But I still need to watch Uncut Gems. I do want to see it for myself. Earth Song makes me cry every time. How do you feel about Echo releasing all of its episodes in one day? As a content creator, I hate it. But if I was just binging it, I'd be like, hell yeah! Amsterdam was so good in drama, and he's just doing more and more. Stop doing stupid comedies. I think he should still do some comedies, but I think he needs to take a break from it and really put some effort into it anymore. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. I'm not even going to finish that one. Who is it? An MJ song? Oh, okay. Sorry. I was confused by the structuring. Don't mind bringing Echo, or binging Echo, or maybe you'll spread it out into days. Barry woke up for a second, probably heard something real weird and was like, the fuck? I think I remember Negasonic in the comics too. I could have swore she was in there. You can get your loan if it's older than... You can get it if your loan is older than 2011. Going to the website, I just got mine forgiven. It was $87K. God damn. So is that when it concluded, or was when it was initialized? I guess I could go look, because there was different requirements the last time. I haven't been keeping up with it, because I just assumed that battle got lost. Because the last thing I got, I didn't qualify for whatever they had worked out for like the 20K drop off. But I know I started mine in 2006. So it's definitely like I opened the account that far back, if I remember right. So I don't know. I'll have to look into it. How do you feel about the different release schedules for the MCU shows? Just keep them week to week. I really want, like, going to like 9 p.m. for their last 2 shows and then going right back to 3 a.m. for What If pissed me off. That was such a whiplash. That was so fucking annoying. It's the movie based on the TV show Monk. It was on Peacock. I didn't know they made a movie about that. I've never watched the show Monk, though. I've never seen the show, but I didn't even know they made a movie. Heard about here recently. Dune. There you go. So good. Comedy is a genre that doesn't always age gracefully, whereas action or drama will often remain relevant. Art culture can be weird like that. That is a very, very good point. It has to be Deadpool 3. Okay, the MGA bashing has started the chat. I think it was just one comment. It's fine. Nobody's getting too crazy about anything. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. Thank you for stopping in, Pink Sun. A most anticipated movie, Deadpool 3 or Dune 2? Not Ghostbusters? I mean, it's not my #1 most anticipated, but it's definitely anticipated. But it was most anticipated. It is definitely not that. What's up, Brain of Jen? I'm looking forward to the Crow reboot. Big fan of the original. Me too. I really hope this thing's been in development hell for over a decade, so I just hope it's good. Tony Shalhoub, who played Monk, was brilliant in The Marvelous Miss Maisel. Or Mrs. Maidenly. Or is that something else? Tony Shalhoub, also in X-Files, the episode Soft Light, also brilliant. That was, I think, the first time I saw him in anything. No, that's not true. The first time I saw him in something, I think, because I didn't watch X-Files live. It depends. When did Galaxy Quest come out? 1999. So I would have seen him in Galaxy Quest before I saw him in X-Files, actually. But he was technically in X-Files first. His episode was in the early 90s. Ghostbusters, Frozen Kingdom, Maisel. Okay, so I did assume correctly with that comment. Am I looking forward to Deadpool 3? I think my last couple of answers cleared that one up. Yes. Next MCU movie. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Top 5 shows of 2023 would be Succession, Bear, Last of Us, Loki, Gen V. Nice. I like Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal definitely gets an honorable mention for me. It definitely gets an honorable mention. It had a rough start, but my lord, did I have fun with the show the entire way after, like, I'd say, like, the second episode. I've seen Iron Claw, not yet. I want to see it. I don't know if I'll get to, though. Went to see Ferrari with Adam Driver. Fell asleep after probably the first half hour and woke up for the last. Oh. Other than Hulk, I don't think I've ever fallen asleep at the theater. Not that I can recall, anyway. I know I fell asleep during Hulk. Ripley has an alien baby? Say what? So weird, and Winona Ryder was the cherry. It was so hard between 1 and 2. So true. What's Iron Claw? Wrestling movie with Zac Efron. You don't realize the build-up in immunity and need more and more of that dangerous drug. Using anesthesia to go to sleep says you are dealing with demons that cannot be put to rest. That's a good fucking point right there. 3 times for High School Musical. Haven't seen it once in my bedroom. Me and musicals are not friends. I love musicals, but I was also a choir kid, so I love me some musicals, man. I cannot wait for the film version of Wicked. I hope they do not fuck it up. But can't wait. I think you'd like Hairspray, considering your Beatles comment earlier. Hairspray is great. I did get off work when I saw it, and it was a very bland movie. Fair enough. A cat is in it, and Harry Shone. Nice. Oh, Shadow. Yeah, okay. That was the Shadowhunters comment. I thought so. Oh My Force. I love BBC's Berlin with Colin Morgan and Once Upon a Time, 2 of my favorite series. Is the Once Upon a Time, is that the one where it's like a riff on all the Disney tales or whatever? I've never seen anything about it. I've seen pictures, but that's about it. What's up, Christian? Hope all is well with you, and well with you as well. Here's a joke. What's the hardest tea to swallow? Reality. I like that. That's a good one. I don't know. I've never heard that. Do you think P Breath would try to join back? I mean, Cobra Kai, at least as we left them, was disbanded, right? I saw High School Musical 3 in the cinema on Halloween. Dude, I still listen to some of those tracks, like, just driving around, man. I just love the series. I like all 3 movies enough, but 3 was probably my favorite just because I related to that one the most. Oddly enough, it echoed my senior year in a lot of weird but also interesting ways. But so I have some heavy nostalgia for it. The sass in BBC's Merlin is absolute perfection. When I'm down, it lifts me up. Well, hell yeah. What's up, Jordan? BBC's Musketeers. We just need to watch some more UK television, but outside of Doctor Who and Sherlock, I've not really watched anything. BBC's Merlin is great, though the storytelling can get forgotten sometimes. I had a nostalgic love for it, but 10 years later, rewatching, I had to confront my emotional bias. Yes, tangents. Let's have a reboot for Salute Your Shorts. Ah. Camp Wanna. What did they say wrong on the Ned's Declassified podcast? Something controversial? Controversial, no. Just that all of them were basically fucking throughout the run of the show. Okay, not all of them. Just the two main. Fuck. I don't remember their names. Ned and the chick were basically screwing around through like half the run of the show. And the other guy didn't even know it. Who do I spot? Who you do a podcast on Spotify? What? I don't use Spotify, so I don't know. Also, I'm not sure what that sentence was supposed to be. I'm all geeked and energetic right now. Kid-free, so forgive me for my childish enthusiasm, but that's a question. How do you think emotional bias comes to discussing our favorite shows? Oh, I'm sure it plays a large part of it. Which is why, whenever I try to sell X-Files to people, I also talk about the other things associated with it, because honestly, like, there's a lot of other elements that are baked into the show that I try to, like, counterbalance my bias with and acknowledge where my bias does lie, because I do love the show. There are some dated elements of it and it's all production and effects, special effects, because it did definitely in the first three seasons didn't have a high budget or anything like that. So you really gotta for the time, the effects were pretty good. In hindsight, not so much. They definitely don't hold up. But all in all, the show is great. Ginger's... What? Would you do a pot... Oh my... Yeah, okay, sorry. Barry made me... Oh my god, I'm getting fucking roasted right now. I'm so sorry, Ginger. I don't know what happened to my brain on this one. But yes, going to this. Dumb shit. Fuck you! God damn it. But yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a large part in that, which is... I think at some point you have to acknowledge it, but I try my best to be a little level-headed about stuff when I'm talking about it. Would I do a podcast on Spotify? How could I not read that? What happened? When the girlfriend leads the roasting, it's game on. You're fucking right. Jesus. Boys having issues. Fuck you, Gore. Just coming in to talk shit. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I had one. Not on Spotify, but like you used to be able to get it on Apple whatever the fuck, and basically all the podcast platforms. But we just stopped doing it because it was me, my brother, and two of our friends. Would just talk about movie news, our thoughts on stuff, and like that for an hour, 2 hours, something like that, and then schedules got fucked up and we just never got back together for it, and I just ended up taking all of it down because I didn't want to pay for that licensing or anything like that. So would I do it again? If I had reliable people to do it with, I couldn't lead one by myself, but I wouldn't be against it. Hang out with people born in 2007 and above, so I don't hear excuse me unless I'm here or with my mums. That's unfortunate. I've seen all of Sweet Life on deck and not a single episode of Zack and Cody. Well, that's interesting. I'm still not a Disney child. That was always the bougie cartoon channel. I don't know if... I mean... I always just thought of it as like when it's Disney, right? And you would think that I would hold it in higher esteem or whatever, but like, I just thought they always had some of they weren't the good shit. I just never thought any of their stuff was like the good stuff. For me, that was Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
You know, they had their winners. They had some shows that I watched, but I never really hold them in high regard when it came to like their TV shit at all, ever growing up. But maybe that was just me. Let's not forget one of the best cartoons of the 90s, Mummies Alive. Oh, that sounds really familiar. Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon for the win. Taste. Hell yeah, if it helps. I was born in 81. SMBC's Merlin was great too, and I loved the young Merlin and young Arthur before they became legends. We know it was a castle in Paris, no CGI castle in that show. Well, that's cool. Zack and Cody were cute, and now they are trying to make me watch Percy Jackson. They are trying to make... Oh, Disney, I guess. I gotcha. I'm on track. I'm tracking, I think. It's not you, it's me. We all know I'm high, and I got that good. Well, no, I did just fuck up with Ginger, though. Just got back from Aquaman 2. Now that I'm not sick, it was fun. I had a good time. Loved Arthur and Orm teaming up, bantering and kicking ass together. Very entertaining, fun watch. I agree. Thank you. Best movies of the year for me are Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer, and the Venture Brothers and Metalocalypse films. They had films? Those two shows had films? Interesting. Leave Janine alone. Is there one skill from ye olden days that if you could find time and instant knowledge for, what would you... Which one would you ask for? I would probably go with oil painting or blacksmithing. If I could just like and know it. Let's see. General, greater, keyboard, turn off, predictive. Well, there you go. Christian's got you covered on turning off predictive texting. Have I seen Ben 10? It's one of my favorite shows as a kid. Still enjoy it. I've seen a fair amount of the original Ben 10. Really enjoyed it. I don't know that I ever finished it. And then I saw the one where they were teenagers. Also, never finished it, but I did watch a good chunk of that. And then whatever they did with the reboots that came after that, that's where I gave up. I saw that they were just kind of starting over and not following the continuity or whatever, and I was just like, I'm done. Donny Cates is overrated. What is Donny Cates? Or rather, who is Donny Cates? Comic book writer? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know too many writers or anything like that in the comic book sphere. By the way, you got me into Monarch. Had no plans to watch that show, but your reaction got me into it since I needed something to watch. Favorite hip-hop and punk song? Oh, goddamn, that's hard. Whoop. I mean, right now, it's probably still, what's it called? I should know this. And I know I'm gonna be like, duh, once I fucking pull it up. God damn it. Why is these separated like this? Dance the Night is probably, right now, my favorite. All time, man, that would just be difficult. I don't know if I could pull that one out. I could tell you my favorite musical artist of all time. Like, my favorite band is Linkin Park. It boils down, it's Linkin Park. My favorite band is Linkin Park. My favorite musical artist is Cher, for me. You probably don't know the show, but Lab Rats is my favorite Disney Channel show until they made the spin-offs like Lab Rats, Bionicle Island, and Elite Force. Yeah, I've never heard of that. You better dodge, motherfucker. My flip-flop is off. I think that was what I said the Queen shit. Spider-Man 3 is secretly loved, right? Hey, I saw that, I think, in theaters like 3 times, too. I agree, Beatles are overrated, but looking forward to that Doctor Who episode, though. Oh, you're right. I did see that. I saw like a clip of that, I think. Or maybe a screenshot or something of, I think, them at a recording booth or something like that. Sounds familiar. I will fight you on Queen. I'm sorry. I love Nirvana. I like some of Nirvana's songs. But I can't say I like. I would feel weird if I say I like Nirvana when I've only heard like 2 or 3 other songs. I need to explore more. How dare you say Secession is overrated? Have you watched the damn show? It's one of the best shows in recent times and has won all the awards every year. Someone's upset. Hey man, everybody's got different tastes. You gotta roll with it, man. See, look at this. We had someone singing the praises of For All Mankind earlier, and she's like, For All Mankind's overrated. Everybody's got their own shit, man. Run, Omni! Well, quick, they're coming. Queen are influential and important to music history, but I don't like their songs, except Show Must Go On. I don't mind their songs, I just don't get the... Again, it's like the Beatles. The cultural impact is insane. Their music, it's just not something I'm going to go hit play on. I'll bop my head a little bit when it comes on, but I'm almost never going to hit play myself. If that makes sense. What? Queen isn't overrated. How dare you? It's one of their favorite bands. Rude. You're a good guy and deserve nothing but good things. Well, thank you. I might be killing some of that goodwill today. Jokes people like what they like. Exactly. How did you find out Carey Mulligan played both Sally Sparrow in Doctor Who and Felicia in Maestro? How did I find it? I don't know. I do not know. Just now! Oh my god! I don't know who that is. Sally Sparrow. Why does that sound so familiar? I know, that's such... Sally Sparrow. Oh! In Blink, right? Sally Sparrow was the girl in Blink. The character in Blink. Not the actor. What's up, Ragu? Had a great Christmas. Just watched Chainsaw's newest X-Men Evolution reaction and seen you were live. Did you watch that show? I love it. I did watch that show. I did watch that show growing up. I don't know that I finished it, but I have watched a fair amount of X-Men Evolution. Yeah. It was good. I liked it. Don't worry, Omni. I'll protect. Just buy me Legos once in a while. I'll do my. I'm not getting anybody. I'm not paying into anybody's Lego binge, man. That shit's expensive. Have you seen the Lego Pac-Man Lego set? I must have. I have not. So I might get distracted when I'm with those paparazzi ninjas. Nice. I love the X-Men cartoons. I'm hyped for X-Men 97. I feel like I need to do a rewatch before it comes out, though. But I'm not going to react to it. I'm not going to do like a retro series or anything like that. I'll probably just watch it in my own time if I can find the time. But yeah, talking Legos, I got Hogwarts for Christmas. Oh gosh, how much was that fucker? Yes, it counts, and it's the best. 600 subs, 500k. That's awesome. That is awesome, man. Barely got 100. I'm not trying to get monetized, but I should tell you the threshold in the settings. I think it should tell you. Yeah, it should tell you in the settings, like if you're looking at your channel settings. Which one? Hogwarts. What's the next movie poll? When's the next movie poll? The current one is still going on. It doesn't close until, I won't close it until midnight tomorrow, New Year's. I'll let it run live until then. But the next one after that, suggestions will be up on the 1st, so I'll be taking suggestions on the 1st up until the 15th, and the next poll will be up on the 15th. The mini one. Cuckoo. Trailers are the quickest way to ruin my show and TV experiences so many times I don't watch them anymore. I'd rather have small info and go in as blind as possible. I'm a little mixed. I don't like final trailers as much anymore. I'll watch like the first 2 trailers, but if I see final trailer or whatever, or if it's like the week of or 2 weeks out, I've started to not watch those, because then I'm just like, now you're really just showing too much. There's a guy named Come Win. So yeah, in 6th to 8th grade, we were childish. See, like kids, like we, like, especially at that age, man, like cannot let shit go, man. We had a, we'll get into it. We had a Japanese teacher at our high school, and let's just say they had a name that honestly it was a little bit of a stretch to break it down like they did, and it's just, yeah, it was fucked up. It was pretty messed up. Still feel bad for that, man, because like once the principal caught wind of the nickname that some of the kids were giving him, again, I'll just clear myself, never once used it. I thought he was great. He was awesome. It pissed me off. All the fucking other kids that were just not taking the class seriously or him seriously or anything like that. Like they you know, the principal caught wind of what people were calling him and then addressed it to him, and the dude canceled class in the middle of class and just left crying. Like, dude, it was awful. That was the one year we had Japanese in high school. A long white Christmas schoolmate named Steve Rogers. Christmas Carol definitely counts. Also love Muppet Treasure Island. I know I've seen Muppet Treasure Island, I just don't remember anything from it because it was a bajillion years ago. Huge fan of any astronaut movie or shows. It's mind-blowing to me that I still haven't watched For All Mankind. Do you think James Gunn's DCEU would be better or worse than the original one? I mean, the bar's not that high, let's be real. So I hope it's better. I hope it's better. Thank you, TM. I just saw this pop up. Thank you for joining. Now we got your Maple Leaf recruited now. Welcome. Welcome. And then we got a super chat. Oh my god, I'm so behind. I'm going to have to end soon because I do have to eat here in a minute. Like, dinner will be ready here in like 20 minutes. Generally, I think. And then I will be on Chainsaw's stream tonight at 8. So I need to blast through these. So what's up, Maddie Murakami? Just came from your What If reaction to the finale. Thanks for another year of quality reactions and entertainment. Appreciate you. Well, thank you, Maddie, and thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that. And what you said, I try my best. I know my edits aren't the most polished looking thing sometimes, but I hope everybody looks past that and is there for the entertainment and the value that I bring in my dumbass comments and sometimes my insightful ones when those actually occur. And we're gonna try to get through some of these. God damn it. Oh my god, I'm so far behind now. Well, the timestamps, I mean, it doesn't look like it's that big, but like of a gap, but there's just a lot of messages. So I imagine there's like a lot of back and forth in here. Yeah, oof, Sean, he must get some rough comments. Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you for All Mankind stars Joel Kinnaman. I have no idea who's in it. I have no idea at all. While the Beatles are a great album band, Queen are a great singles band. Sometimes, Michael, I just want you to pick up a phone so I can explain my jokes to you. They're not all bangers, but I'm pretty proud of some of them. No, it's all good. All good. We figure out what you mean eventually. There are 2 new ones on the FAFSA site, and it's based on when your loan was finalized. So yes, you should qualify. I'm gonna have to take a look, because good lord, my life would change for the better if I could get that forgiveness, man. It's one of my biggest goddamn regrets, I would say. You listen to Kanye West or hip-hop in general? Not really. The majority of the music I listen to these days are pop, really just metal, alternative rock, and musicals. Musical shit most of the time. Have I seen The Queen's Gambit? No. Best album Like back in the day, I used to listen to, I don't know if this qualifies. I mean, it's mix, but like rap, and some hip hop and stuff. Like I used to listen to Usher. Like I don't know what qualifies technically, because I feel like some of those lines just blur so weirdly to me. But like, was Usher R&B? I don't understand where hip hop R&B, where that line stops. Like there's some genres where I'm just like, I don't know what you are. So it's hard for me to say exactly. So I don't know. I'm just not gonna. We'll pass. Generally, no. Best album band because you can't listen to the songs in isolation. Pink Floyd. That's fair. I love the shirt. Unrelated PSA. Just because some pirate show was really good doesn't mean hype won't leave you disappointed more often than not. So true. So true. And I'm so afraid. But hey, trailers look good. Trailers look good. Just dropping in to say what I already said. Good for you. Anyway, thanks for stopping in, bud. I assume you'll probably be on the stream later tonight, too. Exosonic was in the comics. I just stopped collecting X titles by that time. Apologies. Thought I was right. You saw it with Adam Driver? Sick! Hulk 2008 was a little boring at the time. No, not that one. The one before that one. That one, I was awake through it. It's the other one that I did not survive. Finally decided Dixon is the crooked one reacher. We'll see. I just don't see anything pointing at her right now, and I feel like it would be weird with 3 episodes to go to shift it right now. She hasn't done anything that's pinged my radar yet. Never fell into sleep with the theater. The sound of people snoring, munching on popcorn, giving me motivation to pay attention. Men in Black 3 is my go-to movie when I can't sleep. Works every time. Hell yeah, man. Sequels. I always put on sequels to go to sleep to. That was always my thing. Tremors 2, Blade 2, Lion King 2, The Matrix Reloaded, Jurassic Park Lost World. I would always put in usually the second film in a franchise for my bedtimes. So those would end up, in my grand scheme of things, being the most played films I've ever watched, you know? So yeah. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy with Tom Hardy, Gary Oldman, Cumberbatch. Oh my god, does it drag? It'll put you to sleep in no time. I've heard good things about that movie, though. I can only love Phantom of the Opera. Oh, wait a minute. Hairspray is great. Good point. Dude, Queen Latifah in that movie. God, every song she's got. And James Marsden. That dude's smile destroys me. Then you got Zac Efron. Literally the only oof in the movie is Amanda Bynes. But even then, she doesn't ruin it at all. God, I love that. I love Hairspray, man. I love that movie so much. I just love the original, too. Like the actual Broadway. But I love the movie. The movie's great. Once Upon a Time's fantastic. It reminds me of a Crybaby with Johnny Depp. My favorite Johnny Depp movie. I don't know that one. Which X-Men would you want to be? Probably Quicksilver, just because, again, speedster stuff. Easy to get shit done. Favorite musical? Tie between Mary Poppins and Little Shop of Horrors. For me, it's either Rent, Wicked, or Hairspray. Or The Producers. If we're talking Broadway, I mean, there's not. Damn. I don't know. Rent is just a hard watch because that movie, the movie and the musical are both so sad and depressing at times. It's hard to get through, but I love so many of the songs. And Jesse L. Martin, good old Joe West, his solos his belting in that is so goddamn good. That man's voice, again, he sings in the X-Files as well. I love that man. I love his vocals. But so like rewatchability definitely goes to like Hairspray and the producers for me. Dude, I was obsessed with the producers for so long. I want to be a producer. It's on Broadway every day. God. The fucking Nazi songs, Jesus. That one is insane. That's pretty wild. I love and even like the film version, you know, with Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick is brilliant. Love musicals. Have you seen any Indian movies? I have some loads of musical and dancing sequences in their movies. I've seen some of them in isolation. I've never, outside of RRR, I've never watched a full movie. But I have seen some excerpts from some of those Indian films and some of the songs, man. The choreography in those are insane. But I do need to watch more Indian films, I do feel like, because I like that kind of stuff. Once Upon a Time is a darker, twisted version of fairy tales. It's fantastic. UK TV is great. High School Musical 3 Scream is a tune. Yes. Dude, that rotating hallway set. That guitar riff. Oof. Love BBC's Musketeers. Is there anything you're excited for in 2024, whether it's movies, TV shows, or just something in your life? More conventions. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Godzilla x Kong are the first things that come to mind right now. After a few hours of reflecting on What If Season 2, what's your favorite episode? The finale. Mine is Captain Carter's sequel or the Kahori episode. One is a spin of my favorite MCU film, and one is a classic origin. I'm just going to default to the finale. I mean, it's my favorite episode to watch, just seeing the culmination of all that and just the insanity ensue. But if I'll remove the finale from the equation, it's probably Hela and the Ten Rings. Initially watched BBC Merlin with my mom and still watch it to this day, probably watched it over 100 times. Yeah, this is where everybody starts roasting me on me not being able to read that post. Brand new character. That's another point, yeah. For them to do something like that with a brand new character was really fucking cool. I do like this Cohorty character. Do they even break down the episodes on the podcast? Because sometimes people review their shows, barely even review the episodes. I don't know if they talk about specific episodes. I think they just talk about what it was like making it. I don't know the structuring. They've only had a few things. I don't listen to it. That clip just went viral, though. You've seen Davina McCall now. That's very British. That's the old lady, right? Johnny Depp Crybaby is great. Please, Mr. Jailer. It's an absolute tune. I haven't seen Edgar Wright's Baby Driver. I have not. Boys Having Issues. Love Big Time Rush. Never watched that. Never got into them. It's Edgar Wright. Botched the name. I knew what you meant, though. All right, let's see if we can breeze through these. Renan, welcome. Welcome. Gummy Bears is the best. Mummies Alive was dope. It was never a part of the cheapest cable packages. You had to add it. That's why I say bougie. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I was thinking quality. I always associate Disney Channel with the weird Christian homeschooled kids channel. Maybe that was just me. I didn't know any of those. So, I don't know. We had it though, but I don't remember. I didn't know anybody like that until college. We all know Dragonflies were the shit though. Oh my god. Kind of wondered how different it would be if classic Nick shows were on Disney and if classic Disney shows were on Nick. That's an interesting thought experiment right there. Oh no, Davina was the one that nearly got the Christmas star to the head. Oh, then who was the old lady? Because I heard some people were saying the old lady was somebody big or whatever. Never really. I am beginning to really enjoy the Percy Jackson series so far. It's good to see this so much closer adaptation of the books, unlike the garbage movies we got. Who's my favorite Doctor of all time? Matt Smith. I just wrapped up season 9, and such an emotional departure for Clara. Great acting all around. Hellbent is overrated. Overhated. No, I'm all there for you. Capaldi is underrated as hell to me. I love his doctor. Maybe not so much his run, but his doctor. My favorite doctor is Matt Smith. Calligraphy would be cool to learn. Is that chainsaw reacts in disguise? I don't know what the context around that was. Just do a sound effect in real life. Did I? I don't remember at this point. This is where the chat is so far behind. I don't remember. I'm starting to forget what actually happened. This was that Donnie Cates thing. I'm not familiar with him. I never heard of his name until that point. Thanks. Super helpful to know embroidery and tailoring. Like just thinking of how long you can get your clothes to last for. Tailoring would be a good skill to use too, considering I want to go to more conventions, and making my own cosplays would be just financially more responsible. Just came here for a chat, a few minutes. Good night, Omni. Take it easy, Thruka. Thanks for stopping in. To me, High School Musical 2 was the worst one out of the 3. Oh, yeah, easy. It still had some great songs, but like as a movie, yeah, it's definitely a little more problematic than between 1 and 3. But I don't know. I think it's got some damn good bops, man. We got to work to work this out. Fucking God. I could never nail that dance. I got the dance along so I could try to practice that shit, and I could not get that one, man. Why With Omni now featuring flawless sound effects. What did I do? God, I don't even remember what I did. What did I do? What sound effect did I do? As you're a fan of the actress who plays May in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., have you seen the OG Mulan? Oh, yeah, of course. 100%. I have not seen the live action one. I do not want to see the live action one. Also, top 5 Robin films. Top 5 Robin films movies. Huh? Top 5 Robin films movies. I'm not sure. Oh, I apologize. Maybe I'm having another moment again, but I'm not sure what you mean by that one. Sound effects, yeah. It was like a boop. I don't remember now. Clip it, find it. Klein, give me the timestamp. I heard a Secession didn't have a great conclusion. I wouldn't know. Hot take: Secession is overrated. Beatles are bangers, bro. The Last of Us is overrated. People have their opinions. Hot take: you burnt down the whole place. What? Mrs. Doubtfire, Jack. Oh, Robin Williams. Robin Williams films. Ooh. Mrs. Doubtfire, not in any particular order, but I guess Mrs. Doubtfire, Hook, Aladdin, What Dreams May Come, even though I will never watch that movie again. Maybe I should. I've watched it the one time. It was too emotional for me to watch. And Jumanji. Thank you. I was like, there's something I'm forgetting, and it's an obvious one, and I knew I couldn't, my brain wasn't working right. Jumanji, hands down. That's probably my number 1. You cannot tell me you won't sing along to Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know what the fuck they say. I really don't. Most of the time. It's a UK thing to be born knowing all the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody. See, maybe that's why I don't know. By the way, I did watch both shows, and I am judging The Last of Us is totally overrated. How dare you? Show or the game? The show. Okay. That's fair. But it's just because the game's so damn good. Queen has one good album and makes a great playlist. Here comes all the hot takes. I think The Last of Us 2 is a little overhated more than that on Season 2. I agree with that. I do agree with that. I'm going to snitch on you for not liking Queen to my dad. Okay. Do it. Dare you. I'll fight your dad. Queen sucks. Okay, that I don't mean. I don't mean that. Don't. I was just trying to be mean. How do you feel about Pink Floyd? I mean, you have to hit play on Wish You Were Here. Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall. I do like Dark Side of the Moon, and I do like The Wall. Again, this is one of those bands where I've heard their music on the radio and places, but I've never sat down and listened to a whole album, so to speak. For Christmas, hell yeah, awesome. What'd you pick for your character for BG3, and who did you pick to romance? Shadowheart, duh. And I was a wood elf ranger. I basically created my original D&D character and brought him to life. And it was a lot of fun doing that. Queen, Prince, Michael Jackson are my favorite trinity of music, and also a Fall Out Boy, Green Day. I do like Green Day. I do definitely like Green Day, and Fallout's got some bangers. So obsessed with Taylor Swift at the moment. I don't know that I've ever sat through a Tay-Tay song, so they say. I only requested a vote for a Serbian film. Is that like just a Serbian film, or is there a movie called a Serbian film? Otherwise, it'd have to be like, which one? Compared to the first game, The Last of Us 2 is a huge step down on the narrative perspective and didn't deserve Game of the Year. Ghost deserved that title. I would have said yes. Ghost was my Game of the Year that year, hands down. The narrative wasn't the biggest problem for me in The Last of Us 2. It was the pacing. There's a lot of segments where it was just, you were spending way too much time doing absolutely nothing, or certain segments just went on way too long. Like, it felt like a trudge to get through. It felt like artificially longer than it needed to be. You're right, Janine. Could have been a Christmas reaction. Save it for next year. Oh, okay. I have to take a look for that then. See what that is. A Serbian film is one of those gross out movies that people think is funny to suggest. Huh. I'll have to look. Final trailer sometimes shows too much. Fast franchise. Looking at you. Get YouTube Studio and it'll give you all the analytics for your channel. One of us. Muhaha. Most final trailers I see are just shorter versions of trailers from the past with maybe one new scene. I don't know. Most of the ones I see are usually like 2 to 3 minutes, and they show you the entire fucking movie. Holdovers may be one of the favorite films of 2023. It's a great Christmas movie. Stars Paul Giamatti. Hope you watch. Oh, I saw a trailer for that. It looked cute. Swifty. Queen is legendary and awesome. Maddie. Seen Grace Wolf did a DCU movie ranking video. Now that it's over, would you consider that? I have one that exists, and I don't know if I'll even want to bother opening that can of worms again. Here's the thing. My name is, grade school was Shamu. Oh, Shamu. Mind you, I was not fat, but it stuck to the point that chanted it while I played basketball or in the halls. Yeah, that's just how dumb and fucking awful kids can be, man. See, that's stupid shit, man. For some reason, they would also call SeaWorld to get their whale back. They insinuated with sawdust in my hair and fly my point. High school was a beast with children. Cool as fuck when they go to the world. Yes, they are. And in a lot of cases, dude, like, middle school is insane. I have full faith in James Gunn's DCU. I just imagine that it'll at least be more consistent. I only make dumbass comments in my reactions, but I only watch dumbass stuff, so it balances out. Fair enough. Have faith in James Gunn after Guardians 1, and he hasn't really missed. That is very, very true. Has anybody seen the movie Super? I have not. Time to find some dinner too. Hope everyone has a great year they deserve. Water your plants, hug those you love, and let us all hope weed is legal next year so everyone can come into my world. If it was, I would probably fall into that place. Usher is R&B. See, I don't know what the fuck the difference is. I'm a little worried about the Wicked movie. I gotta say, I freaking love that musical, and I've seen it twice in London. I've never seen it live, sadly, but I love the songs, man. Dude. Fuck. So like I just autoplay so many things so much at this point, like I forget certain names. Cause it's just, I just have a few on here too. God damn it, where are you? Albums. There you are. Dude, Dancing Through Life, I will belt that shit in the car. What is this feeling? One Short Day, but my favorite is Defying Gravity, man. Defying Gravity is just Chef's Kiss. So good. Damn, I said that like 3 years ago. Fuck you! Bro, I gotta watch What If Season 2. Monarch's still crazy. Got real busy for the winter break. Yeah, it's been crazy, man. There's been a lot of stuff going on, so hopefully find some time to catch up on anything. What If Season 2 is a crazy finale, and Monarch is getting so much better. Poor Thing, starring Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo, has Rotten Tomatoes score 93. Have you seen the movie yet? No. But I do want to watch it eventually. I just haven't got around to it. I recently saw a supercut of YouTube of Smallville and Superman's hero friend moments, and I know I watched the entire series growing up, but I didn't remember any of this. I was so baffled by this. There are still times there are characters I forgot were even in there. What do you think that Marvel will do now that them taking over Kang Dynasty? I have no idea. I really have no idea. A lot of people think they're going to switch to Doctor Doom. I don't think they will, but he'll probably be brought up. But I don't think he'll be the pivot point, but we'll see. And there are so many good Robin Williams films. Gonna make the Mullins in space. Everybody stay safe. Love y'all. Have a new year. Is everybody just saying goodbye? We got some stuff in here to comb through. I'll go through it real quick. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Sean. I guess Sean had to head out. Take it easy, Sean. Thanks for stopping in. Hip hop and R&B line was blurred after the early 2000s. Hip hop died in the 90s. Started watching that Dick Van Dyke Celebration. So far, I love it. Can't believe he's 98. God, he's 98. I didn't honestly. Now that you mention it, I think I assumed he was dead. Hamilton and Tick Tick Boom are great. Dude, Tick Tick Boom was an emotionally charged movie. I love Hamilton too. I burned myself out on it a little bit. I listened to it a little too much. My favorite ones from that are Theodora, or no, what's that one called? Oh God. Where are you at? Helpless, Satisfied, and Wait for It. Wait for It, it might be my... Helpless is probably my favorite song, but second would be Wait for It. Tick Tick Boom, I have a reaction to it. A full length only. I don't have highlights. I don't have any of that stuff, but I have that on the Patreon and YouTube members side of things. A full length watch along for that movie. It was intense. It was intense. Jumba is here. I'll believe it when I see it. He'll probably be gone by the time I get out of here. What's your favorite album of all time? Mine is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Favorite album of all time? Favorite album of all time is probably... God damn it. I'm really fucked up right now. I'm like not... I don't feel this wine at all, but like I'm having some brain farts to all hell, man. Hybrid Theory. Probably Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. I love every song on that album, man. New Reacher episode was good. Cemetery Shootout was cool. Them cover firing and running from tomb to tomb. Also love the Cop and Reacher's dynamic. One of my favorite parts of the season. It was a great episode. I love Matilda the musical by Tim Minchin. Not sure if it hit big over there, but I've seen it in London way too many times. Wasn't there a Matilda? Or maybe there's something else. Wasn't there like a big old musical or movie that got redone in musical format that had some... I saw some pretty crazy, like, schoolgirl looking kind of shit in a hallway and some insane choreography. Like, I remember seeing a clip floating around from something, and I feel like it might have been that. But I don't remember. Was it that, or am I thinking of something else? Favorite musical, but I love the movie, is Into the Woods. I have a DVD of the stage play with Bernadette Peters. It doesn't get better than that. I saw the movie. I did not vibe with that movie, man. Even though every now and then I'm like, Into the Woods, just because my brain triggers that moment anytime I even think the phrase Into the Woods. I don't remember fucking most of that except for, you know, wasn't it James Corden and that one chick. God damn it. Pitch Perfect. Oh God, Pitch Perfect. I haven't seen the third one, but I do like the first two movies. Anna Kendrick. Wasn't that her and James Corden, I think? Old Lady Davina, Get Out. Back in my day, this bucket of Legos, you were sitting in a building, anything, it was probably cost about $10. Now you buy a building thing, it would be $100. Yeah, dude, I was walking through the Lego aisle, and I was like, dude, fuck all this shit. How's your day been, and when do you think you'll get a list of favorite TV shows and movies? I have a list. The new one, I don't know. I forgot. I've updated it since I made the video. I do not know yet. I do need to get around to that one of these days. Davina got the Christmas star. We covered this. Anita Dobson, wife of Brian May. So soap opera royalty. Brian May. I don't know who Brian May is, but Anita Dobson. Okay, so that's the old lady. Okay, because I saw everybody was talking about the old lady. Soaring, I'm soaring, flying. It's like a boop. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach. If we fly here. Bet on it's great. It was me. Forgot to put Robin. Said so many good Robin Williams movies. Robin Williams movies. Most of these. I'll pray for you. We're breaking free. That's it. I'm unsubscribing. Don't fib. Don't tell lies. Hey, I love your content, bro. Keep it up. Don't let anyone ruin your days, man. Keep it up. I do my best not to let anybody get to me, but it sometimes it just happens. What's your favorite episode of What If Season 2? The finale is my favorite episode. Individual episode is hella. Serpent Fills one of these gross out films. Joking. I wouldn't want you to do that. I wouldn't do that to you. See, that's me misreading your shit again. Apparently, there's like a perception filter in your comments that just fuck up my brain. Pink Floyd as a radio band, doesn't even compute for me. The number one times to put on their songs, their albums, and other stuff, sitting down just listening. You can check out Super Reacher Season 2. Come to an end, 3 episodes, and the fact that Season 3 is already confirmed. When do you think we'll get it? Probably next year. That'd be my guess. Had a great live stream. Happy New Year. Still dream of a film version of the musical Miss Saigon. Not familiar with that one. Sounds familiar, but I don't know. I don't know of it. Sound effect, made a clip, and blame my partial deafness because it's not that impressive listening back. Okay, put it in the Discord or something like that for me. Mean Girls was turned into a musical, and now that it's getting a movie musical. I don't know what the fuck and why they were doing that. Did you see The Rock finally had caught in some of his lies recently? I haven't seen any of this. We got Rock drama. He's made 3 different videos over the past few years of him trying to get out of the burger for the first time in his first picture. He was inflating his ego in the past. The second one to promote his tequila and didn't touch the food. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to look into that. Yes, Anna Kendrick. One of the things from Into the Woods that we say all the time is I raised to be charming, not sincere. I don't even remember that. Take care. Happy New Year, you too, KN. Everybody, Happy New Year. Best part of your reaction to What If was when you reacted to the Hawkeye toys for 50% off. In fact, in hindsight, it was 25. It was 25%. But yeah, they were there. The whole wall was there. Brian May was a guitarist from Queen. All right, there we go. See, I only know. Why am I blanking on his name right now? It's another one of these moments, man. Shit. There was a whole fucking movie about these people, man. Anyway, god damn it. If you could be any TV show character, which would you play? I don't know, man. That's a hard one. I'd have to really think about it. Freddie Mercury. Thank you. I was like, God, this is such a oh my God, this is not a good day for me. It's the last stream of the year. Fuck off. Leave me alone. My guy, Sailor Freddie Mercury. God. If I could be in any TV show character, which would it be? Who would I want to play? Damn, I don't know. I don't really know. That's a tough one. Yeah, okay, Eddie Munson. Fuck it. You ever heard the song parody of Dear Theodosia? And that's my Dear Baby Yoda. Quality stuff. I'll have to look into that. That sounds hilarious. First look at What If 3. I'm not watching it. I answered that one earlier. I'm not watching that clip from season 3. Yes, Netflix did a movie version of Matilda the musical. I liked it, but the stage version hits different. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, thank you. Anyone heard the Mickey Mouse drama? What now? No, I don't have time for it. I need to log off. You should look into Shogun. Looks great. It looks great. My man, my handsome man, Hiroyuki Sanada is in it. It looks good. Happy New Year. Have fun with the New Year's. Careful. Freddie Mercury. What's your favorite list of movies and TV shows of this year? That's what I was like. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like an update on my favorites overall of all time. I don't know. I'm still working on that. I have the list, but I don't know when the video will be out. Omni's brain turned into mush with all this wine. One with better reading skills. I really like this version to Reach Your Show with Alan Richardson. It's a slap on the booty. Hell yeah. You can't diss Queen and then not remember Freddie's name. I'm kidding. Wouldn't that just kind of go in tandem together? Revenge. It's 15 hours till the New Year's even hits for me. I'll post it on Discord, but it popped up on my YouTube. Hell yeah. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Happy New Year. Be safe. In like an hour and a half, if you want, come over to Chainsaw Reacts, and I'll be hanging out with them and all the people hanging out over there, closing out the new year with a bunch of other creators, and just probably just chaos is ensuing. And if I'm at all in this headspace there, we'll see what happens. Guys, love you all. Be safe. Enjoy your time. Spend time with your loved ones. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you guys. I mean, probably it'll be in the new year. I'll see you guys in 2024.